Audio check, audio check. I can turn that up a bit. Hello, hello? I think that's good. I don't. And that's gonna be great. I remember the jury was rigged against us. Oh, wait.
The sun and moon couple?
My face does not exist currently. Let me...
And
wait, what?
the son was part of the jury. And saying that she was a maid, and how dare we say she's his wife.
Oh, who is this? Who are those symbols? I know those. Oh, sorry. I'm responding to a message that I just randomly got. One sec. Okay. Somebody has invited me to karaoke, which, tempting as it is, I would love karaoke. However, oh god, my face still doesn't... Oh, there we go. I live. Let's also get rid of that. Oh, CaptnmcD does not exist. Oh, this is... We're off to a solid start. Oh, and I think I have Tekken on instead of... Let's put that away. Turn this on. There we go!
Well, you should change the title.
I did change the title. We are currently playing Ace Attorney. That I did do. That karaoke kind of wild. I'll have to see what the song list is, and I'll know if I'm curious or not. I should also finally remove my Travis Touchdown memorabilia, since I haven't played No More Heroes in like a week. Okay, what are we gonna call this? I do love No More Heroes. It's great.
You can just hold that music.
Oh, I could, but I'd like to mix it up. Okay, what are we... What was our case about again? A chick got stabbed. We don't even know if she's dead.
Back, and we're defending that sketchy book dude.
Sketchy book dude. That's the title for today.
And then the lovey-dovey couple that you hate.
Oh, they're so full of love.
That they remember every book.
Oh yeah, and we had to be like, but what about this one book? And he's like, no, that book doesn't matter.
And we're like,
and then he's like,
the couple who had a fight upstairs threw it out the window.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean that we're gonna be like, the book definitely matters. He's like, no, the book doesn't matter. And then later he's like, the books matter though. And then you're like, you freaking dingus. So mad at our opponent. But as we should, because, you know, it's that's what we're up against, basically. Okay, wait. What are we gonna put on the TV today? Which of my modes can I put on?
Ooh, and on the jury, somebody else was also buying books that day and said there was ice one day, and then there was construction the other day. What else do you remember about this case?
Man, there's a lot that I don't. That's the problem.
Well, we can look at the court record.
Yeah, we'll look at the court record. Well, you know, we'll play it by ear. We're gonna figure out what's up. We're gonna figure out what's what. All right, what am I gonna have? I'm having a Dr. Cola. It's been a while since I've had a Dr. Cola, so we're just gonna put that in my little corner here. Oh, viewer submitted. I wouldn't join. Oh, lol. I would enjoy viewer submitted karaoke, but like y'all would have to be ready to hear one note the entire song, because it's what I got. Okay, it's okay. We're like actually ready now. Maybe, I hope so. Watch us like load in and the game save is just like not there anymore. I'll be sad. Continue. It is there. The clouded adventure of the clouded kokoro at the Old Bailey. Let's go. Lovin' is what I got. If that's a song line, I'm already lost. I don't know. Okay. It's been like 2 weeks. Let's get back into the voice acting groove.
Another summation examination.
Right. Because it is a line from... Oh, okay. I don't know. I have considered the defense counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury. And I have determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure.
Woo!
Yay, thanks.
Counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman.
We are, my lord.
Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime.
Like, there could straight up just be someone saying, like, I don't like his face, and they'd be like, we have to take that into court. The jurors' contentions.
Q's left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it? That window was boarded up. Wasn't it?
They threw a book out the window.
Yeah.
Because it's the book.
You can just open the window. You wouldn't open the window because it's too cold outside. Yeah, but you'd open your window if there was a fire inside. My God, I remember why I was so mad at this case.
Yes.
Oh, the fury has returned.
There you go.
Oh, any uncomfort I felt from my stomach has now been replaced with rage at this jury. Because after 2 weeks, I remember again how much I hate this biased jury. Dearie me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit. So you did throw a book.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble.
This should be a line that says, okay, you're excused from court and you're also gonna be charged for, like, fucking shit up here. What do you have, old man?
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
He had the sneezes.
Yes. Considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around, it seems.
How tangible? I don't feel like being here. Therefore, this guy is a murderer. Are you for real?
With one notable exception, of course.
My learned student friend was unable to find fault in the previous witness testimony.
What? Yeah, I did. You just told me to shut up before I got to say anything.
So the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover, no one else was even at the scene to commit the crime.
Except for the lovey-dovey couple. It could have been them.
If the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone.
You told us that the eyewitness was face down in the fucking pavement. What did he see?
I fail to see how it can be argued any other way.
That means, I'm afraid, that during the summation examination, the stakes are as high as they could possibly be.
As
Again.
always.
It's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts. But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here?
Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman, and how? Those 2 details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted.
And there I was thinking this might be hard.
Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise, this really will be where it ends.
No pressure then.
That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. I presume you are prepared, counsel.
Oh, yes, my lord. All right, Ryunosuke. Focus your mind now. Whew. Okay. Let's do this. We need to prove that these idiots, that they're idiots. Clearly the key to summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say Miss Garrett? Like, she's just like, I'm not married to him. What are you talking? It's a lot.
Maid.
And
we
it's
didn't
like,
have a fight or a fire or throw stuff out the window.
it's like, can we not take like a day to do any of these things? Like, there's no investigation on these crimes.
Nope.
It's just not. It's gotta be him.
It should be fairly easy to be like, do you have identification that you are not Mrs. Garadeb?
Because like
you only own
we
an
have
ID that says Mrs. Garadeb.
right.
We have a book that disappeared from the Garadeb's house on the evening of the incident, and the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the two. That's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far. Whatever it takes. We'll use the ultimate power of trial and error. Okay. Ugh, okay.
How she reacts even to the things other people say.
What if someone's like, man, check out this knife wound, and then Gyarados like, yeah, it'd be crazy if someone threw a knife, right?
You think they threw a knife out the window?
Oh my god, you know what? I didn't actually even think of that until I just said it. What if they just threw Yo, what if she just whipped a fucking knife at him? And she just dodged, and the
it
knife...
went out the window.
Oh my god.
I didn't consider that.
I didn't think of that until I just fucking said it. Yeah. Evidence at the scene, didn't he? 3 books of his.
Some victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Oh, wait.
You can look at your court record too.
I can press. I don't want to press that guy. Oh, I remember now the points I want to make.
Yeah, but I don't even remember what we have.
Oh,
to
okay, yeah,
present,
let's
once
check
you
our
get-
presents. We've got our armband. Always useful. Lets people know that we're a lawyer.
The sucky map
The map,
that's been a little bit updated.
it's been updated a little bit. The secondhand book receipt that is apparently meaningless in this court. Case file, stabbed, we're not sure. Honestly, it's, yeah. Jackknife. However, it's been blunted. Yeah, how did that stab someone? Unless they, like, really went at it, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, how do we know that she's been... Yo, what if the book knocked her unconscious and the knife landed in her shirt? Second photograph, which I... Oh. That second... This is probably the most infuriating piece of evidence. Because it's like, why did you take this photo and then this one instead of just like... Okay, anyway. Video games. Lion's Pride.
Okay, but with the fire, because that proves that it came out of that building. Okay.
So I'm gonna press her, because she's mentioning the knife. So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean?
Oh my, such delight on your face. But I'm afraid I'm not swayed by emotion.
Uh-oh. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, no. We're getting spammed! No way. Okay, cool. We're turning these off. Where is it? Turning that off. And... we're gonna do this. Where's my dashboard? Moderation. Okay. Email record. Okay. Followers only mode. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Okay, cool. Not dealing with that today. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, if people want to chill, we're doing that. Okay, maybe we've had some people hang out for a bit, so we can go. We'll go for that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no. F that business. Oh, I'm glad it was only a handful. Okay.
Such delight on your face, but I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion. Despite what you may think of me, I'm a very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman.
That's great.
If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place?
Oh.
You see, modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
She doesn't keep up with the news because she thinks she'll forget it.
Yeah. That's great. And not at all extreme.
As I see it, an overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man has been implicated by overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite one or two minor puzzlements, I do declare that the man is overwhelmingly guilty.
What? Like, that's overwhelming in no fashion.
Rational logic, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's modern logic for sure. Oh.
But us modern gals are always delighted to embrace new fads, you know. So I'd be only too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you could help come up with them.
I'd be happy to do that too, if only I could.
Can we press everybody?
Oh yeah, we can press everybody.
Let's press everybody.
Yeah. I might not press business. Actually, they might all be hiding something. We may as well.
'Cause
Right.
what she said just there, I didn't expect to come out. That related to absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, I expected
So,
something
They
useful.
might all go on a tangent.
Nobody could open a window and then close it. What about the possibility that the window was open? What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. How can you be so sure? The prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So no, that window wasn't open. I can tell 100% because I was basically there. Oh, I want to punch this guy in the face. I want to punch that guy. Like, the other ones are, like, illogical and kind of dumb, but this one is, like, extra dumb.
He's like, windows don't open and close again.
Windows, yeah. You couldn't categorically state the window wasn't open, could you? It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it.
They didn't.
Then what's the point of even having windows, huh?
And overheat the house.
Counsel, you will kindly refrain from childish bickering.
His isn't childish, but ours is.
His isn't childish, but we're childish? What the fuck, man? I need to show there's an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young man is actually the stupidest motherfucker I've seen on the planet. He's not gonna budge an inch. Alright, what do you have to say? You, like, she's not, like, dumb, she's just, like, a liar.
She's hiding things.
She's hiding things, so her deceptive speech is acceptable. The little book was on fire at the time, was it not? With flames of love, I'll have you know. There's no such thing as a loving incendiary bomb. She went to she was ready to slap just anyone who's next to her. Well, he brought it upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. You saw a bookmark. You're oh.
So, I'm not his wife, but I'm talking about our fiery love.
This seems wouldn't his wife get mad? Aren't you his maid? This seems kind of scandalous. Don't you agree? Well, kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Miss Garadeb. Never mind that. The point is, we were just having a jovial little dispute. Nothing more. Yo, she's really slapping the fuck out of that guy over there. And I won't have any more of these suggestions that it was anything whatsoever to do with this crime. We didn't. We want to know. We want to prove that it doesn't have things to do with the crime. That's exactly what we're trying to prove right now. That it's not part of the crime.
Yeah, that book is placed in her hand.
Right. Well, we'll see about that. What about Juror 5? Ow. You didn't see me turning a hair at Miss Garadeb's relentless onslaughts.
It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul he is.
He's like, my wife slaps too.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring some home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble. My wife's gonna slap the shit out of me.
Hold it!
You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future's at stake here.
Well, him and me both then, like I said before.
What?
Told you already, I'm a day labourer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some reddies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down the Thames tomorrow morning.
What?
Yeah, and me. My missus doesn't want to mess about, you know. She can be fierce, believe you me.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then. This case has a lot of just couples in it.
It does.
Situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, do you know, it's fine, but I can't quite remember.
Oh.
Sorry?
It was too frightening, that's the thing. Must have blocked it out.
Helpful. Thank you for your insight, bro.
I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into the Thames by a scarf.
Don't even go there, Mr. Sato. There must be some way to jog his memory about this.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
Do you want to go to jury number 1? Hold it!
I mean, I pressed them, and I'm just gonna loop back to it. I realize now that that would have saved me some time, but such is the decision I've made.
Okay.
Does that have anything to do with anything about your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case?
Sorry? What's that? You'll have to speak up, lad.
Could you tell us more about that fire?
It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. It had 75 candles on top, it did. What a sight to behold it was.
You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil? Oh yeah, that's a Western thing. Yeah, they wouldn't have. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you put a candle?
Fires.
They're like,
that's what they're doing.
Why would you put a candle in a cake? The wax would get everywhere. What?
Of course not. It was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday, obviously.
He looks like he's gonna cry. I hope he
It's
does.
like, how could you call my cake a devil cake? But it could have been a devil's cake.
It could have been a
devil's food
devil's
cake.
food cake,
Chocolate.
as in an honest cake, as opposed to an angel cake, which is lies. It's angel cake, right?
Angel food cake.
Yeah, angel food cake is lies.
It's not lies.
It's not lie. It's you say that with the tone of listen. Technically,
Doesn't lie to you, but it was made in the efforts of marketing.
yeah. All right.
It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo.
Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles went flying all over the room. My beard was on fire. The furniture
caught. Oh shit.
The whole place filled with smoke.
I had to open a window because smoke and
So you're
fire.
gonna put him against
Oh, I'm
you hate.
going to throw this old man at the other guy. And by the sneeze, I presume you mean a cold. But how did you catch a cold from a fire? Staring at juror number 4. Or 3? Yeah, I think he's 3.
Yeah,
He's 3. See.
What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames.
let me open the window.
And then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it.
How crazy. It's like the windows
But the
have a
winter
function.
air made me extra freeze because he was wet.
Oh yeah, oh man, oh dude, that's a bad day. That's not a good birthday. That's an unfortunate birthday.
The biting winter rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did.
Can't they just look up this guy's birthday to fact check him?
I caught a terrible cold from it.
I mean, I think, yeah, birthday or not, we have the story, hey, there's a fire in a house, we can open a window, which is that other guy's so hesitant to believe.
Nobody opens windows in winter.
It put me in a hospital.
I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
It was my worst birthday ever.
75th.
Oh, yeah.
Landmark year. I
Oh.
went to the hospital because I caught a cold from a fire in my house.
Oh, that sucks too. Yeah, it's on like a significant year. Oh, damn. I knew it was devil worship all along. Something about this old man's story is playing in my mind for some reason. Okay. So that's our first pit fight. Demonstrate who? Okay. Yeah, got it. Don't worry, Sutato. I know what to do. Just throw me back into the fray. Throw me in the ring. A lot of them can seem convinced they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary. You know what? I'm gonna save this image for Twitter.
Yep.
You know, that's just
in general true.
I just need that image for later. I think you're going into Pittsburgh gets to show the Ford to force them to accept an alternative explanation. You know what? I'll save that one too. I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just the connection might do the trick. Okay, let's deal with Window Guy, because oh man. And you know what? I feel like in previous games, they're like, in previous Phoenix Wright games, there's a lot of Twitter, right? Like, that's just Twitter. It's like, a lot of these people seem to be arguing against logic. But like...
Or just arguing against each other. They'll have to fight to see other points of view.
But like, I love...
It's just the internet.
Like in previous Ace Attorney games, there's like, this person is obviously motivated by something and is lying. And then there's like, this person is actually just that dumb. This one is like new levels of like, no, there are like 4 people in the room who are all saying like A, dumb things, or B, I literally don't give a shit about this case, let that man hang.
That's what a jury brings
And that's just thank you, juries. Okay. Alright, no. You, this guy. I'm so mad at the idea no one would ever open a window. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that it even has it right there. Winter house fires are dire. You have to open the windows to clear the smoke. That's when the cold gets you. See, the old man, I kind of feel bad for. He seems confused.
Yeah.
These 2 jury statements clearly contradict one another. Yeah, you keep that shocked face on. They do. How exactly, counsel? Judge, please, come on. Your Honor, please, I have faith in you. Don't point at me again. I told you, it wasn't me. I'm not accusing you. Ah, what's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up. Juror number 3. Do you see? Oh, me? See what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. How crazy. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open... Oh, I now understand what was wrong with what I said. Oh!
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh my god, please flip your chair right now. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garadeb household. And Mr. Garadeb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke. Oh, my hat.
Oh, Mrs. Garadeb.
Oh. Do I like combo press her now?
She's
Oh.
getting an awful lot of tea there.
Okay, wait. Before I move on, though, look at that. Look at the juror number 3 icon in the corner. Oh, my hat. I actually really like that image. I'm gonna save that. Hey, Miss Garadeb, you seem to, caught in 166p. Yeah, we're in the olden days. Nobody's caught in 4K. Nobody was caught in 4K back in the day. I would argue that even 166p would be ambitious. Oh, my hat. Juror number 4. Do you have something to say about that? Juror number 4?
I'm just gonna drink 20 more cups of tea.
I'm just gonna drink...
Excuse myself to the bathroom and never come back.
Oh, big brain play. They can't force you to make a decision on a jury if you're busy in the bathroom. That would be discourteous. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I ate a bunch of ramen before the stream. And, like, some of it is fighting its way back out. And, you know, I'm doing what I can to keep it down. I'm fighting it back. Yo, Sam. Yo, did you also just have a bunch of ramen? Hell yeah. Ramen's awesome. But I'm keeping it down. Oh, it's like, I'm fine for a bit, and then it's just like...
And then you have a burp.
And then just like, the forces within rise up within me. And I'm like, oh. I'll be fine. Oh, what kind of ramen did you have? If you don't mind me asking. Not necessarily like brand, but like, you know, you go for like tonkatsu, shoyu, shio. Maybe some other broth. I had shoyu ramen. I like me some spicy chicken. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Like it was goddamn cheap. Okay, wait. Are we talking like this was takeout, or this was like a cup, like a bowl of cup ramen? Oh dearie me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you implying that I'm hiding who I really am? I didn't even say that.
We weren't even talking about that this time. We're just talking about a fire in the household.
Yeah, we're talking about a fire in that house. Literal fucking cup ramen, lol. Yo, cup ramen is also a godsend. Like, ramen's just great because this lady outing herself is not... It really is. I'm glad that she just kind of says whatever. And we're like, you know, we didn't have any gaps to fill, but, you sure, laid that out for us. It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
What is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
What? I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick, would have been dummy thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did?
Why are you saying that like a villain?
Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which can't have been easy since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering.
Even though your house was literally on fire.
Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Yo, just keep chucking books.
Oh my god. I suppose a window may have been opened. I won't say who.
Of course, I should have realized.
That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish that the window was open. We simply must have that added to Miss Garradep's formal statement.
Now you mention it, yes, the window was open at the time. I'd forgotten, but it's true.
Okay. The window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Okay, so we've got 2 new statements now. 3 is now changed to the window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I've decided I love court. Oh my goodness. This is one of those things where I'm like, ooh, thrilling. And then I'm like, if this was what actual court was like, it would be horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Every case would be solved incorrectly.
I believe you mean every case would be solved quickly and efficiently. Correctly, you know, that's another factor.
Secondary.
What we're gonna do,
Cases so quick
we're gonna get
in
through
this country.
so many cases that by sheer quantity of correctly solved cases will outpace the regular court system. Okay, so this is what we also got. The window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true. I still love the old man statement. Warehouse fires suck, man. Okay, victim was stabbed. Innocents in jail? Not according to the court. The court decided they were guilty. How could we possibly put an innocent man in jail? As we know now, there were 4 books, not 3.
Well, what difference does it make?
There's every possibility that the 4th book is in fact belongs to the defendant's landlord.
Yeah, that's the part I have a problem with.
Sorry?
Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was at home, wasn't he? Here, enjoying a fire scrap with his wife or something, you said.
That's not exactly how I put it, no.
Well, anyway, point is, fellow and his wife were having somewhere else when it happened.
They were across the street! They could see the crime! They were literally a stone's toss away.
I think what he's gonna say
Oh. Yeah, she's holding the book. I'm quite certain she had some interaction with their cutscene.
I think that's what you call a strong alibi.
Oh, it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nipponese fellow.
You mean a book's toss away? I mean... I was gonna say that, but I wanted to use the saying because it's literally there. They could have literally tossed a stone.
Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver is about. It's a done deal, isn't it?
I suppose it is, since I have nothing witty left to say. Okay, so, I want to go to him.
So you didn't press the first
That was pressing him, there.
Landlord was far away and couldn't have been involved.
But, that,
Window was open at the time. I'd forgotten, but it's true. Let me press the new statements. The wood window could have been open when the woman was falling. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. At the point when the victim was attacked on Briar Road, we know that there was a small house fire in the Garadeb household on the opposite side of the street. Well, yes, it certainly seems that way. And on account of the smoke, I imagine they would have had the windows wide open in spite of the cold. We also know that Miss Garadeb was throwing flaming books at her husband. Her husband, who was backed into a corner by the window due to his wife's frenzied attack. Yes, that's right. So there's definitely a chance that one of the books could have flown past the man and out the window. Only what? Only I can't really see how it could have gone all the way over to the other side of the road. That's all. What? So I don't really see how I can change my decision, really. Oh, I see. The book was literally there. That wasn't enough? What's it going to take to persuade these people? I'm gonna push Miss Garadeb because she's got a new statement.
Hold it!
Literally throw the book at this guy, but like, you think a book can't... Books are not the hardest... Oh, I don't know. They might have some... I mean, it's a hardcover book. They might have gotten some... I think I could toss a book pretty far, especially if I was pissed and wanted to hurt someone with it. The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book, The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garadeb told us he had been reading. Well, I really couldn't say. On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading? Maybe. Oh no, I did. A straight up yes? Thank God. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you come to mention it. Yes. I missed entirely. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right. Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset? Because I couldn't, you little insolent man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as you well know. I really don't. That's not a feeling I'm familiar with, miss. I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it. I like juror number 5's face. He's just like, oh. He's like, oh, this reminds me of the time with,
He's remembered something. Can you press him?
I can.
He's gonna talk about when his
He's gonna talk about his wife. There's a lot of domestic violence in this case. What is it, juror number 5?
Oh, nothing, mate. You know something? I remember what it was. Memory I blocked out. Ah. I was listening to what his granny was saying. Brought all flung back.
Ooh. Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Miss Garadeb, or the maid, I'll have you know.
Or the maid.
Or the maid, you're one or the other. The man doesn't even flinch. Plummy, please tell me it's like, this slapping is like nothing compared to like, he goes home and the wife is like, where groceries? Like, oh, I forgot, hon. And then it's like, she just like suplexes him. He had it come. Wait, what's that from? Chicago? Wait, oh, I wanted to guess, but it's a good thing you didn't let me guess because I don't think I've ever watched Chicago.
Oh my God, we need to watch it.
Okay, I apparently have to watch Chicago now. CaptnmcD has made that decision for me. She's threatened me with a suplex if I don't.
It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work, like. Put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. It was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh, dear, what a disaster.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh?
Wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost the day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, blade was whistling past my ear. Stuck into the wall next to me, did. About an inch deep.
I'm like accidentally going into an Australian accent. Like, I can't stop myself. I'm trying to.
No words, just terror. I can smell it then, you know. A god-awful stench of the Thames. I sure was going to end up face down in the muddy bunks that night, I can tell you. Now, that's a real disaster, isn't it? I'll never use the word lightly again. Anyway, point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
Listen, I don't want to get hit by another Susato takedown, so I'll agree with you. You're right. No woman is violent. No, I wasn't thinking. Susato's giving me a look. What's that look for?
Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized.
Oh, she's gonna be at least attack with honor using a bow? Hiya, TP. Yo, what's up, Luke Lee? Thanks for swinging by. Remember, in a domestic dispute, don't throw things like, you know, don't throw bottles, don't throw knives, don't throw things like that at your significant other. Use a bow and fight with honor. Challenge them to a duel. What? Attack? Who are you going to attack? This is a good time to swing by. Yeah, we're getting a lot of disputes happening. Or we're talking about a lot of disputes in the courtroom right now.
Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think.
Oh, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. Oh, you know what? Good sesh so far. Yeah, I'm hoping you guys are having a good time with me yelling at these NPCs. I love that this is his testimony. A woman in rage will hurl almost anything at you. The kitchen have really brought that home to me. Well, let's pursue this thought, sir. Your wife really threw a kitchen knife at you.
Oh, that's right. She was chopping meat with it. Had a tidy edge on it, believe me. Still, it's all memories, isn't it? It started with that smile she threw me when we were courting. And since then, list of things she's thrown at me has grown along with our relationship. There was a cup, then a glass, a pot, a kettle, a chair, she threw a bathtub!
Yep.
She threw a bathtub?
She's hanging.
Holy fuck. I am scared of this man's wife.
So is he?
Yeah, so is he. Your wife must be even beefier than you.
Things came to a head last week when she threw me right into the Thames.
Oh, yo, straight up. I like you're in a court case. Wait, juror 5, you want to talk about... Yeah, dude, like, are you good? Yo, she straight up, like, just, like, yeeted him.
Still, she's not so bad when she's calmed down. A little sweetheart, really.
I'm so happy for you.
You want to know what I think? I think this whole idea of ladies first that we're so obsessed with this country started by some clever lads who've been tossing the Thames a few too many times by their wives.
Yeah, they're like, be nice to them.
Be nice to them.
Or else.
That's a very interesting theory.
What a terrible thought.
On the face of it, this juror's statement just sounds like a really extreme anecdote. But I think it might turn out to be an extremely powerful weapon. A weapon I might be able to make the jurors accept an Yo, what if someone yeeted a knife out the window? Yo, are we gonna go with knife yeet as our explanation? I think we will. We're gonna go with that, and I think this.
Yeah.
We're gonna go, what if someone yeeted a knife out a open window?
Objection.
These two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection.
Good grief! You mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, counsel, at once. That's not something you've done before.
Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative?
Oh my, what do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back.
What are you talking about?
We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Miss Garadeb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book,
like a knife.
Could have also been yeeted from one of the buildings.
yeah, could have found its
Street.
could have found its way from the Garadeb household to the street below.
What's that now?
After all, Miss Garadeb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. She doesn't even know which ones. Isn't that right, juror number 4?
Yeah, she said she couldn't even remember the.
What are you insinuating now? You little beanpole? Beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened. Oh yeah, she's like hiding it this whole time because she's like, oh.
Now you listen here, you Eastern Gala. As a foreman of the jury, I demand a straight answer. You give us this yarn about some other object making its way out the house, but what? What is it?
The knife.
I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up. But I have emotion, and we can work with that because this is a kangaroo courthouse. Oh! I dropped a thingy. Oh, thank you, CaptnmcD. Alright, Mr. Foreman. I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garadeb household to the scene of the crime was...
The knife!
this photo of the crime scene from the future. It was the jackknife. Wait, this one. It was the jackknife. I don't know what you mean. This jury's clearly very cold and calculated. Right, they seem very logical with everything they've said so far, especially, I don't want to be here, this guy's guilty. And I can't hear you, what's going on? I'm confused.
Everybody else push this button. I'm pushing this button.
Miss Garadeb. What now? I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. See, I love that you could say this. You could be like, you don't know this knife, right? And she'll be like, no. And you'll be like, I don't know, man. And then all you need is the doubt.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this knife before?
Good lord! Counsel, what on earth are you doing?
We're asking.
That's the weapon that was lodged into the victim's back, man. Bro, what are you doing?
We're asking if it's out of their.
We're asking, man. Maybe somebody robbed them. Who knows?
My lord,
Remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mr. Garadeb were in the throes... Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb were in the throes of an argument. Miss Garadeb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who'd been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Are you saying that... Oh man, yo, you know what? Book on ground. What the fuck is this?
What's this?
And then knife in back.
next.
Yeah. Are you saying that it flew out of the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand?
Huh, even my missus ain't got a name like that.
Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why we must not allow this trial to end. Oh my. Oh! Miss Garadeb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? Dead. I can't believe we killed her. She's dead. It's over. That's a
I
wrap.
can't believe she's still even on the jury. That
My
they would be like,
lord.
we need to call another juror because she's part of this case.
Yeah, we need to like remove her from the jury because she's like directly connected to it. I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word, after all. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but shit, I want to know what happened.
He's like, I want to know what happened at this point.
I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come in with so many unanswered questions.
Oh, juror number one.
You're part of our
Juror
team
number
now.
one. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
took offense at the beginning because we did this in a trial with you, but now you see why.
Now he's learning. Mr. Foreman.
I'd have to agree. Well, I think the granny did it, man. But this shit's confusing.
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either.
All together now, ladies and gents.
Get me in this goddamn time. Yeah, right? Like it's this, like, we don't even know if the victim is like dead. They could be totally fine. And then this whole trial is just to murder a man. Basically, by sending him to jail. To the gallows.
Mrs. Garadeb's still on the floor.
Ms. Garadeb's still on the floor. And this is one of those things where I'm like, yay, we're winning. And I'm like, this is the most volatile, insane people courtroom ever.
Yes.
We did it.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
So, as a result of the defense's summation examination, the defendant has earned enough points to move on to the bonus round to prove their innocence.
And
But-
everybody knows, the only round that matters is the last round.
And as you all know, the last round is played for triple points. So if I can have a representative from the defense and the prosecution make their way to the buzzer, please. It's fast money time.
Oh my god. 2 against 4 now calling innocent.
Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided, and this trial will continue.
Because this is like a game show.
It is.
It's just you have to get enough points to continue the trial. Otherwise, you get sudden death and you get sent to the loser pit, which is jail or death.
Now then, Lord Van Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? I don't. I'm on my 5th glass of wine.
No,
I
he's
need
not. He
more.
breaks them all. He's had like 2 sips.
Yeah, that's true. He's had like 2 sips of his wine that keeps us drunk.
This trial is rapidly descending into a farce. Everyone in this room is an idiot except for me.
This man is a point.
Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough.
Stop breaking glasses, man. We're wasting so much wine.
But what follows is so repugnant, it's good for nothing, save the gutter.
Do you not actually drink wine? Do you just like sip it and you're just like, I'm good, that's enough?
Apparently.
I mean, it seems we're seeing a pattern here.
If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, the defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. No, you're stupid and a duty head.
That's pretty much.
Like, that's exactly, like,
Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond. But let me start by insisting that he's a wrong doo-doo head and I'm a smart big brain. That you must all familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed.
what do you mean by that? What's his angle this time?
It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and Miss Gerardep household,
He's just mad the defense went apeshit on him. I think he's just like half of his argument in almost every court case so far is like, no, you're just dumb. Also, here's more evidence you didn't get to look at yet. Like, that's straight up what it is. Okay.
runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means that the distance from the Gerardep's house to the scene is some 15 yards.
Let me see. 15 yards.
That's around 14 meters. That's not that far. Like, to throw something? 14 meters? Yeah, people could like, 14, like, yo, that's doable. That's very doable.
Alright, and as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having pretentious significance, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards to land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the...
No, Van Zeeks, that's not what we're insinuating. We're insinuating she fucking picked up the book. Like, she didn't land a sniper shot in there. Like, oh my god, this guy. This guy, like, he's doing what he should. Like, he's doing his job very well. I just hate him. Oh, okay, let's go.
Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend?
Watch the old lady be like a cricket all-star earlier in her life. Yeah, it's like, she could throw that shit 50 meters. She could throw it 100 if she really wanted.
And did the jackknife follow a near identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. Even those pathetic serialized detective stories have more believable plots.
Like, Zeke's is like... The way Zeke's is presenting our argument is like... We're like, oh, they threw the book across the... They threw the book across the... Like, across the street, you know? And that's why it's over there. And he's like, oh, so while she was dead and stabbed in the back, they threw the book and it landed between her fingers? Pff, yeah, right. And you're like, that's not what I was going for at all, dude. That is not even close. Oh. There's nothing I can say to that. And unfortunately, Ryunosuke is scared, so he's not responding with the appropriate response, which would be, that book could have landed on the ground and she could have picked it up.
The prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice.
Miss Susato.
Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he?
Oh, maybe let's pick our battles here.
My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense, yes. Go ahead.
The prosecution may consider the idea fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. To that end, juror number 4, Miss Joan Garadeb, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination.
Saints alive! A cross-examination of a juror?
I mean, why would you have a juror that is, like, possibly involved at this point?
Order, order, order! This is highly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned into the witness stand.
Objection!
Oh, he's just throwing out the bottle now.
And unnecessary. Lord Van Zeeks? There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend's farcical theory has any truth in it.
Same energy as a mic drop. He drops the mic before he says anything. It's like... It's like it's like, I've already said the smartest thing, so I'm gonna drop the mic on the ground before I even say it. And then he's just there moving his mouth and like, you have to assume he's right.
Then both burning book and jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes.
You said it was so fucking foggy thick that nobody could see shit.
We must assume they would be able to testify accordingly. What say you, witnesses?
Yes, sir. Constable Roy Rowley Beat reporting for duty, sir.
Is he awake? He's alive.
Well, good morning, officer.
Sorry for dozing until now, sir. I hadn't slept for a month on account of a villain who appeared on my beat, sir. Oh, they are so heroic, these London bobbies. Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more. Oh, Rowley, my hero, you make me swoon.
Ew, gross.
Very well. I hereby reject the defense's request because Van Zeeks is scary and he says things in a very stern tone.
I can still hear.
Yes. Captain McD came back with a face mask, so it kind of killed me there for a sec.
My face is super itchy because it's dry.
It is good to do a face mask, though. I should probably do one.
And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again.
Oh, I'm gonna forget, and it's gonna stay on there, and that's gonna be too long.
State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at this starry-eyed young couple. Get out of here. Constable Beats report.
This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Miss Garadeb. Believe me, a London bobby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor Garadeb house are top-hinged casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rowley was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
Yep, with his face down in the
I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, sir.
Yeah, he literally didn't take his eye off the crime scene. It was right on the pavement.
Nothing strange to report, sir. Well, this is quite startling. Top hinged casement windows.
What does that even
That
mean?
detail was not in the police report, Constable.
Yeah, sorry about that. I must have been a little drowsy.
You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable.
No, sir.
Sorry, but what the fuck does that mean? What exactly is a top-hinged casement window?
Thank you, Naruto.
And you cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned
Are we
friend.
learned? We
How
don't
do you
have
not
the same
know?
technology as you.
How do you not know everything about London after spending a full 48 hours in this
Just
town?
like the last one where we're like, "Whoa, tell us about this carriage," and they're like, "Everybody's taking a carriage."
Everybody knows what carriages.
And we're like, "We don't have these."
Of course. Sorry.
I found it, Mr. Naruto. Cast your mind back to the windows in Mr. and Mrs. Garadev's room.
I'll try. Oh, okay, I remembered.
So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house.
Ah.
But as it's a top-hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge, you see.
I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. A casement window's most prominent feature is its stay, a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain amount.
So the
It
thing can actually
prevents it opening.
dropped at a certain angle.
Oh.
Like it has to go through a certain way.
Oh, we'd have to go through a certain way. This is all news to me.
Absolutely correct, sir. In other words, if a book or knife were to have been thrown through the open window,
It would bounce off and go down.
it would have clattered against the pane and fallen straight down to the pavement below.
No.
It was a perfect parabola.
You see the problem then. Good, your education in Windows is complete. There was never any possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road.
Well then, how the fuck did they get there, Zeeks?
That is, unless the window pane had been shattered, something we've discounted already.
That can't be! This cannot be!
Did you see that, Rowley? The young Japanese man just collapsed in agony.
Oh yes, my darling, I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me. I love crushing those foreigners.
Oh, Rowley, you're so strong.
Oh, now not only are they gross couple, they're also racist. I can't believe it. How is this happening? I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument's been destroyed.
Counsel, if you could drag yourself upright again. The court awaits your cross-examination.
Let's just pick ourselves up off. Let's just
Wait,
unsuction
sticker?
ourselves. Yeah, like a sticker from the table. Oh, good. Another desperate situation. Constable Beats report.
Case has nothing to do, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett. Believe me, a London Bobby's good for his word.
I don't want to press that one yet. Windows on the top floor of the Garrett house with top hinge casement. That statement seems fine. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out the window, we would have seen it.
I'm
I'm pressing that.
It's
You said it was foggy as shit. According to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark.
But Rowley and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star.
Oh, they have a lucky star together.
It's the
sorry?
in each other's eyes.
It's
You
the
don't have to sky for
oh,
that.
oh, CaptnmcD.
They clearly weren't looking up.
The star that will guide us to eternal happiness.
Can't it guide you to answer the question?
If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star.
And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Rowley be an inspector, I would have said, 3 times at least.
Of
course, what with the smog and everything, couldn't actually see any stars.
In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you?
No, I'm trying to say there was smog so we couldn't see anything.
Yes, sir, that's correct, sir. As sure as the night sky in London is starless, sir.
It certainly seems like they're telling the truth.
And then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her.
You know, I was ready to let these guys off the hook for, like, being suspicious of, like, something, like... I was ready to think, oh, these guys just walked past and they're dinguses.
Yeah.
But it is now starting to feel like Patricia really wants Rolly to get a promotion. And you know, it'd be really cool if he solved the case.
Yeah.
So...
Well, also, she's saying that they saw the woman fall, not that there was a dude.
Yeah, bleh. I leave the scene. Trusty Rolly was there. Was he? I thought you said he was, like, on the ground. Yes, you said that you went to a nearby police box to fetch another officer. Is that right?
That's right, yes. If I had been on Rowley's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course.
Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every beat.
Sir Rowley told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way.
Huh? You got a little lost, huh? For how long? Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction's bewitching to me. What?
That's such an adorable quirk you have when you get lost.
I love when I have no clue where the fuck you went. It's so bewitching. What an endearing trait to have in a partner, not being able to find them. Oh, Pat. Oh, no, stop it, both of you. He likes it because he could slip away at any time. Oh, please.
I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. But like I said, my Rowley was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed.
I was off duty at the time, of course, but a true Bobby is never really off duty, sir.
Oh, I didn't take my health to crime scene. I just can't get over the way you get lost is bewitching to me. Oh. Nothing to report.
That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time, never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the yard's honor, sir.
You can't even keep your eyes open here.
Yeah, you can't keep your eyes open for 30 seconds. Look, you blinked, liar. Really, that seems a little strange.
Beg your pardon, sir? Strange, sir.
Hello, Depixel. Oh, yo, what's up, Nerdcore? How goes it? How are you tonight? Are you ready for another thrilling case of me yelling at people who can't put two and two together?
Who are bewitched by no
Oh, man, okay, that was the good line. I'm sad that Nerdcore missed that one.
She'll watch the VOD.
She'll watch the... Yeah, you'll get to see a cool moment.
Beg your pardon, sir. Strange, sir. Seems altogether regular to me.
This burnt copy of The Lion's Pride was originally in the Garrideb household. So the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time?
No. I've been waiting for this. Aha! Could be a different copy, sir. One that just happened to be burnt as...
My guy, my man's really arguing. No, man, it's just someone else just had the same copy of the book in fire as well. How crazy, right? Yeah. Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping a book like that in her hand? As you can see from this photographic print, she had a bag over her shoulder. Checks out, yeah, that seems good. Seems legit.
Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene.
So you weren't there at the moment it happened, probably.
Is that so?
You're gonna be Van Zeeks now?
There's something about the statement that's not sitting right with me.
I think it's time for Columbo voice.
Oh, the Columbo voice. How strange. So you say you were there at the scene from the beginning? Well, that's crazy. When did that book get in their hand?
Get that book.
There must be some common thread between them. Yeah, we need the Columbo voice now. We're starting to uncover
He's
some
starting to be like,
strength.
I mean, I believe you, but
I believe
then
you.
how did it happen?
Man, I just need to watch some more Columbo. It's been a while.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. I had no right to speak out.
What do you mean?
I requested the cross-examination of Miss Garadeb without consulting you. Even if the judge did deny me.
Oh, I see. Well, I agree with you. We do need testimony from Miss Garadeb, if we're ever going to get to the truth of this matter.
Do you really think so?
Yep.
Well, think about it. No matter how far it is across the road or how that window opens, Mr. Garadeb's book found its way to the scene of the crime somehow, didn't it?
Yeah, and these liars on the stand aren't going to tell us anything. Whether
Like-
they're involved or not, they either didn't see the actual scene
Yeah.
when it happened and they got there slightly later, or they're lying.
Yeah, or they're just liars. Like, Van Zeeks has this thing of your point has a single flaw in it. Therefore, my point, even though it has other flaws, is still stronger than yours, because I angrily said how wrong yours was.
Yeah. But it's kind of the same with the carriage, where they're like, I saw the exact moment, and we had to get them to be like, okay, I saw the moment.
No, but exact
after,
moment, though.
And that small difference of 30 seconds to a minute equals stuff changed, and you didn't see it. So don't say you saw the exact moment.
You're right! And then there was Miss Garadeb's reaction to me showing her the knife. The woman's hiding something, I'm sure of it. What if they just changed their windows after the crime, but before the investigation? That's the real big brain thought right there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought that too for a second. I was like, yeah, but what if it broke through the window and they got a new window? I'm like, it's been 10 hours.
But as they say with the court system in London, it's unmatched because of how fast they solve crime. If they capture the suspect, try them, and put them in jail and to death in about a day, I bet the window workers can come pretty fast. It's less steps in that process.
Yeah, you're
than
right.
Finding a culprit, investigating, taking a trial, and killing a person.
Yeah, CaptnmcD, you raise a good point, actually. In this London where you can solve a crime in 10 hours, you can probably get a window fixed in that time. Woman's hiding something, I'm sure of it.
You're right again.
We need to use this cross-examination and cover more clues. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or another. I swear. They just heard glass break and had a window on the ready. We've seen what their house looks like. They could have had an extra one lying around. Case has nothing to do with Mr. and Miss Garadeb. Believe me, a London Bobby's good for his work. You know what? I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna press everything.
It's not the last case. We're not getting penalized for pressing.
Yeah.
So press everything.
Sometimes I like to press not everything to see if I can sniff out what the clue is.
Sometimes you get flavor text though. Remember we got that extra hat information?
That's true. We got extra hats information. We got an achievement for investigating something. So yeah, I guess we'll just press. But how can you say that for certain? Very good question, sir. And the answer is this.
A book?
It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. He showed us that before, didn't he?
Did he? I don't remember. I can't say I remember.
To patrol the streets of London town, uphold the peace of the common man. It's what the job's all about. And that's why I can stand here today, beside my long-suffering wife, and tell you a Bobby's good for his work. Wait, they're married? Wait, oh, well, long? What? While rubbing my tired eyes admittedly, sir. Oh, Rowley, you're so mad.
Okay, you can stop showing this frame, these two fucking dorks.
Of course I am, my darling Patricia. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rowley.
Oh, get them out of this courtroom, please. No, none of this is what I meant. You didn't answer my question at all.
He didn't. He just said, I'm part of the police force, and that means that Mr. and Mr. Garrett weren't part of this case.
I'm part of the police force. What a rebuttal.
Ah, I see, sir. You should have said so earlier, sir.
We did say so.
Yes, Well, could you answer the question? That was a waste of time.
Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my ability, sir. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's domestic dispute can't be relayed to this case. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing.
Yes? I'm the police. I can't be corrupt.
I'd very like you and your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland. You're not answering. Okay, sure. I hope you'll take back some tales of us London bobbies and show we uphold our guiding principles.
No, I just got here, dude. Like, come on.
So to that end, sir, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your perusal. But I must warn you, you won't be get through without shedding a few tears.
Thank you. I'll try. Okay, let's open that shit instantly. Opening the shit instantly. No. I can't look at it. Oh wait, okay, present. We're going to present. Okay, we're going to the present. All right, what do you got? What's in here? Oh wait, I didn't mean. I accidentally pressed present. Oops. Oh shit! I was too eager to hit inspect, and I accidentally just threw the book back at him.
You know what?
No! Oops! No, I'm sorry. Undo. Fuck. Okay. Oh well, you know what? I can open the court record safely here, so I'm gonna do that. Let's look at that book. Item number 1, a policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Item 1, principles of policing. Item number 1, a policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Item 2, a patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Item number 1, metropolitan police regulations. Item number 1, any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. Okay. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Huh. Who's the policeman? Who helped on this case? Do we know? No, we got Scotland Yard. We got, whose beat is this? Huh. Interesting. I want to present that to something, because it's like... Okay, hinge casements. Do we check that one? I think we didn't check this one. F it, let's see what info we get. May as well. I didn't know I was going to get a book out of that last one, so... By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct?
Yes, sir. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see. So they're restricted to how much they open.
And therefore, anything thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below.
Parabola.
Nah, she threw a perfect arc, man.
Like, underhand, and it went through.
It was a miracle shot.
Yes.
She scored a 3-pointer.
For clarity, allow me to mark the map.
Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
Here is the location where the objects would have fallen.
Yes. Directly opposite the scene of the crime, on the other side of the rather wide road. Well, I guess that means they didn't throw it.
So she
I
bent
guess that
down.
means that you're wrong, Phoenix. I guess that means that you're wrong,
She
Naruto.
bent down to get it. It went in her back, then she was just like, oh. They saw her fall.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the knife was in her back for a little bit and she's just like walking.
She's trying to get help.
Yeah, actually. Wait, what if she was walking to the snowman because she was freaking out and she's like, I need somebody. And then the snowman is a silhouette. Uh-oh. Would have been so hard for somebody to mention this top hinge casement thing before. Well, I have another question for you, Constable.
And what will that be, sir?
How do you even know?
not your beat, man.
Why would you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Garadev's house is furnished with?
Well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday.
Oh,
No.
reaction.
Uh-oh. You seem very proud that he did that. And that also seems to be against your rules.
Yes. This is gonna be it.
You see, he has eyes.
We're gonna either present the book to this after, or she's gonna say something
Oh,
extra
yeah.
here.
She's gonna say something extra here, or we're gonna present the book. Do you have something to add, Miss Beat?
Sorry.
You look delighted. Is there some particular reason for that?
Oh, I was just remembering, that's all. We really were so lucky.
Lucky.
To be at the scene of a
Whoa,
crime,
what do you
so
mean?
Rolly could get a promotion.
Why would you consider yourself lucky?
Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rolly's beat. It was so close, you see.
Oh, I hadn't realized.
Oh, yes. That street, Briar Road, that's the boundary between Rolly's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love?
Oh yeah, so this is gonna be added. I'm guessing this is gonna be added and we're gonna show the book. Be like, dude, what are you doing? This is not your beat. Unless it happened on, either it happened on your beat and the body placement is a lie, or you're outside your jurisdiction. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Give me the other cop. I wanna know where he is. Constable Beat. Hello?
Huh? Yeah, that's right. That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garadeb household yesterday. The house is on my beat, you see, sir.
So there you go. Their house is on his beat. The crime scene is not. Really was cutting it close then.
Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garadeb household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well?
Outside Miss Garadeb's house? Yes, ma'am. Pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat.
I see. I was unaware of that.
Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road, we would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary.
It did happen on his side. It
Yo,
happened right under the window. The knife
they
fell straight
moved
down,
her over.
so that
They
could
moved
go
her
for
body so
their
they could get
anniversary.
credit. These, oh my. Let's go.
That's the life of Bobby, after all.
Extraordinary people are Bobbies, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners.
You know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way to reward my Rolly for all his hard work. Don't you think so, my darling?
Hi, Mina.
That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it.
Do we want
Oh no, what I miss?
a
Okay.
quick sum up?
Okay, quick sum up. The jury summation thing, we deduced, hey, maybe someone yeeted a knife out the window and it landed in her. Okay, wait, you know what?
Okay.
Let's bring up the court record. Because
Before that, the summation examination, we got people to believe in us because you open windows when there's fires.
oh my god, right. You know what? I blanked that from my memory because it was the stupidest point I had to argue. We had to argue with a man that, hey, if there's a fire in your house, you'd open a window, right? Wouldn't
Even
you
if
open a
it's
window?
Winter.
And the guy was like, no one would. See, even Guy McDude, everyone forgot because it was the stupidest thing to argue for.
I
Because
didn't forget.
CaptnmcD did not forget. That's right. Because it was like, nobody would open their window in winter. That would be stupid as fuck. And then you have to talk to an old man who's like, on my 75th birthday, I was on fire, and then we opened a window, and I went to the hospital because it was so cold.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's cold out. Why open?
Children's cake lit his house on fire.
Yeah. So you can watch the VOD if you want to see, like the better, and if you want to see me yelling at people, it's there.
But so then we convinced people the window was open. The book came out the window because Mrs. Garadeb threw it.
Oh yeah.
And if she threw a book, she could theoretically throw a knife out the window.
And yes, that is the train of thought it had to be. Guy's favorite book, right? Yes.
Yes.
So we have two new pieces of thing. Actually, we can only really bring up the map. But so something they brought up that is very relevant is these windows are. Has she admitted being the wife yet? Yes. No.
She responds to Mrs. Garrideb.
She responds to Mrs.
and
Garrideb.
She wants to be referred to as either Mrs. Garrideb or the maid.
So, couple revelations though. The window, however, even if they open the window does that kind of thing where the top hinge is locked in and it opens like downwards, like
bottom.
it opens like a skirt. So you can only throw things directly down. So, everyone's like, well then how'd she get across the street? What we see though is, so originally CaptnmcD and I's theory was, book got yeeted out the window. Woman was like, oh, what's this? Leans over to pick up book. Knife. By accident, right? Because just both things were getting flung out across the street. And they're like, oh, but the style of window, it could only go directly down. So now we're thinking, because if something happens on your beat, you are responsible for it, and therefore you could get credit for it if something happens on it.
Well,
at the very least, that's how I'm interpreting this.
It's
right?
not that they don't want the credit, though. It's if it happened on his beat, he would immediately have to go back to work, and they're trying to go to dinner.
Yeah. So it's like...
Because she wants him to get credit. She's very much like, he helped so much.
Oh, I had this backwards
He's
then.
get a promotion.
Oh my fuck. So it was like this motherfucker skipped out on work that night.
Yes.
Oh,
He said, go get the other officer. This is where
Okay, so updated. So updated information. We're assuming now. Okay, I'm gonna put Naruhodo's face. He's gonna be my mouse. So So we now hypothesize this side of the road is where
It's Rolly's beat.
Rolly's beat. He has to work here. We suspect the body was actually here.
Right under the window.
Right under the window.
That she bent down to get the book. Then the knife.
Then the knife fell out.
Right exactly out.
But what we think happened is, oh, we're the happy couple coming down Briar Road on my side. Oh shit, a body. Well, I don't want to deal with that tonight, so we're just gonna...
We're gonna move that just off the sidewalk onto the other guy's side of the street.
Oh my god, no way! The body is over here, and I have to go get someone else. Let's just fucking
here,
go
Patricia,
the fuck away.
I'll tell you where to go. We're gonna say that we watched the crime and had good input, and we will investigate the Garrideb house for them tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that we look in a positive light. We still get to go to dinner.
I hated this couple for being gross before, but now I hate them because their lies and deception are gonna get people killed. Oh yeah, Patricia's most beautiful trait getting... Okay, no, we'll save some surprises for Mina.
Mina, you still do have to watch the VOD.
Because there's some good moments, and that's all I'm gonna say.
They'll find out about poor juror number 5.
Oh yeah, they're gonna find out about poor juror number 5.
Some flavor there, and about Patricia's beautiful
We have to save some beef stock for later, you know. We have to save some of the soup base.
And same for if Nerdcore watches the beginning later.
Oh my god, this couple! This fucking guy, I'm so mad at this couple now. I'm extra mad at them. Must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it. I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record. Oh yeah, I'm putting that on the books right now. So what you're saying is if the body was on your side of the street, you'd have to work that night and you would miss an anniversary dinner? You know, your couple's dinner is more important than, I don't know, a person's life?
When you could just go to dinner.
When you could just go to dinner another day. Fuck, anniversary, it's fine, man.
I mean, you and me are very chill.
Yeah, we're very, like, see,
we're gonna have a celebration. That's nice. We'll
do it when we
something
can.
special for that date, but does it have to be on that exact date? No.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't
go that week, go that month. Who cares?
Yeah. It's the first anniversary. You know, I'm not gonna move a possibly dead body out of my workplace so that I don't have to deal with it. You know, that seems Little
I don't know,
irresponsible.
Mina. Me and
It's
DBK have
special.
had quite a few anniversaries.
We've had
and,
a few.
I don't think
not-
we've cared about
We haven't really. It's special. Move the body. Okay.
Not
if
that we didn't care.
Not that we
just
don't
go
care.
to work.
Yeah, we'll do something else some other day.
It's Halloween.
How about we celebrate our anniversary right now? We could just do it now. Hey, we've been together forever. Yay! Oh, Sue's here. Hey, Suze, what's up? How goes it? How are you? I'm yelling at this game so much right now. It's kind of infuriating. But it's getting exciting because we're getting to truth bits now. Ooh, and yes, thank you for the raid. I had the alert off. Yeah, they're just off right now, and that's all. So, thanks for swinging by. I'm not sure if you've played this game yet, Suze, but you should, cause then we can talk about it or play it on stream so I can harass you while you're playing. Please do it. Sitting around for obvious reasons, I thought some people would, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's always cool. I hope people like listening to me yell at people. And yeah, understand, but yeah, you need to play it. That's kind of all I have on that statement, really.
Yeah.
Just
And
you
now
need to play it.
We'll give you 5 seconds to run away.
Nope, I'm giving you 0 seconds. I'm continuing the case. Oh no!
I think that was probably still 5 seconds.
That's probably 5 seconds anyway. Okay, have fun. All right, see you later, Zeus. I'll see you when I can swing by next. Take it easy, yo.
Can I ask you something, please, Mr. Lawyer, sir?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
You're doubting us, aren't you? I can tell.
What? I wasn't really. I mean, what's she doing?
She's trying to get the jury to sympathize
Please,
with her.
just because I'm a woman, it doesn't make my testimony any less valuable.
Yep, she's trying to get that.
You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am.
I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you. I mean, I personally
Oh,
have...
us the player. We doubted you since we saw you. Those sparkle eyes, sus.
Yeah, those sparkle eyes were immediately sus. I would have voted her off the ship immediately.
Adorable, but sus.
Oh.
That means she's gonna use it
Yeah, she's...
to manipulate people.
Yeah. Anyone who is attractive is obviously gonna use it for evil purposes. Don't trust people that are hot.
No excuses, I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you?
Yes, Miss Beat. I will allow you to supplement your testimony if you so desire. You've been allowed to speak this entire time. I haven't stopped you, actually. You can keep going.
Well, especially in this game, like Giselle Brett in that first case, all of the women in this game are like, but I'm a lady though, and I'm
Oh
gonna
my...
say
Yeah, that's
what
so
I'm
true.
gonna say, and you're gonna take it as important.
I think the only woman that has had herself silenced is us, like
Yeah.
Susato.
Yes.
Because, but I don't think that's because of sexism. I believe it's racism, actually.
Yes, because
Yeah.
they silence us just the same.
I'm the most trustworthy person by that standard. I am sometimes trustworthy, says Mina. I'm enjoying these self-assessments. Oh, damn. I guess nobody can trust me.
I don't know. I think we
No, wait. Are you saying you don't know you can trust me, CaptnmcD?
I'm just.
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Attractive versus trust. I think it depends on the point in your life. Once you got the long hair and a beard,
Okay.
you got theoretically scarier to other people, and therefore more trustworthy.
See, I don't think I'm a scary person. And I would never think I'm a scary person, but I will say I have had the experience of walking down the street and someone crossing the street to walk on the other sidewalk. And it was so bizarre to me, because I'm like, I'm a wimp. I'm like, what? I don't know. Maybe I give off an aura. Who knows?
Sometimes the path of least resistance is the sage one.
That was a very loud mutter.
I heard that. That Japanese man thinks a policewoman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Watch out, sir. I'm gonna let you get away with something like that. My Rolly won't.
Duly noted, Miss Beat. Please, I humbly ask you to continue. What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder? See, this is another great... One thing I will say I like about Patricia is that the cross-examination was more or less over, and she's deciding to say more. That's just to avoid any social interaction. That's true, that's true. They could have thought I was extremely friendly and
like,
might have
"That
wanted
guy's
to say
gonna
hello.
talk to us."
They're like, oh man, that guy's gonna give me a greeting, and I don't have time for that today. I know I saw... oh, you know what? Tangentially related, because walking down sidewalk and approached by strangers, I have been. I don't know if I've told the story on stream before. I think I have. I've been approached by a dude in the middle of a small town, and the guy was just like, "Hey, dude, you know where I could get some coke?" And you know, friendly me. Oh no, sorry, man, I'm not your guy. And he's just like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." And he just kept walking. I'm like, "Do I give off that aura, dude? Like, Is it the long hair? I didn't even have long hair. That I gotta shoot your shot when you. I guess when you need your fix, man, you just anyone will do. You never know. It's true. I mean, tangentially related. I've had a guy ask if I wanted to buy weed in a Taco Bell, and then he proceeded. I was just like, "Yo, dude, you want to buy some weed?" I'm like, "Nah, man." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he just lines up behind me like that didn't happen, and he's sick, and we're just both in line together for like 10 minutes.
Maybe he gets a lot of bites on that in the Taco Bell.
I mean, actually, yeah, saying that, yeah. When I say that out loud, it's like, yeah, actually, I guess that one's fair. I'm already in a Taco Bell. The signs are there. I could totally go for Taco Bell right now too. That's a problem. I know. I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction's a little off sometimes, though. Okay, we had something added to it. No. We want... I'd leave the scene... Okay, turn out the window, would've seen it. Okay, because I know I want to present the book to him...
I'd say...
not being on his beat.
Can you... present it when you're pressing or no?
I don't think so.
So I guess it's under I went to get help then because
Yeah.
it's on his beat.
Yeah. Do I want to just present here? Because it's like it's one of those things where I know what picture I want to paint.
Yes. We know the path we want to go.
We know the path we want to go.
Like,
like,
we don't know how to get onto that road.
Yeah,
Where's our exit?
Where's our exit? We can't find our exit off this highway. Because right now what we want to say is that body, in order for this story to make sense, if the lady's body was found under the window, because shit just fell on her, and they would have to do work.
Yeah, like he's talking about the case like it is his beat, but at the same time they're foisting it off that it's not his beat.
Yeah. I'm just joking. It's not my beat. Crime scene, nothing strange to report. Yeah. I mean, it would happen that night, but then a different juror speaks and they're apparently all part of the crime. Yeah, basically. Okay, so, I kind of want to just present the book to stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry, Susato. See, this is the punishment for not guessing right, is that you have to read all the text over again. Not the worst punishment, but it is something to make you think about it. Okay. Because I thought she was going to say more. Okay, when did she speak up? She spoke up to this one, right? I wonder if I just let this rock and don't get sidetracked by her.
Okay.
If he'll say more. Because that might, you know, that's not something we've dealt with before. Don't open fully, yes. Why do you know that? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Zeeks.
Here is the location where objects would have fallen.
Yes. Directly opposite the scene of the crime. Okay. Pop. That be... How do you even know? Why do you know that? Out with the investigation yesterday. Okay, and we're not gonna get distracted by her sparkly eyes. You helped. In what way?
Various members of the public were questioned in order to gather information about the case.
That's right, sir.
Sad truth is, we're all overworked. So even though it wasn't under jurisdiction of my own beat, I obviously want to help.
I see. Well, thank you.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Okay, nothing there. Contradiction. Oh, something else was updated, I think. Just outside the beat. Because this might be something what we use.
Yeah.
Where do we present the placement? You know, I never want to resort to the try everything on everything, but when I'm stuck, kinda just...
I mean, this to me is like, we know that they have something to do with it. Their book is part of it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you put the book, the bird book.
Right, like, I mean, I guess we'll do the book because it's just like, this is, come on, man.
Literally out of their house.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I mean, whatever. If we lose, we lose. We'll start back at the cross-examination. Nope, that's a nothing. It has nothing to do with them, sir. Why? Look at this book that came from their house that was on the victim. Yeah, I see no correlation here. Okay, cool. That's 1 HP. We got one more before we're gonna deal with the game over.
We went on too many tangents.
We went on too many tangents.
Are muddled now.
What else do we have to present? What other gifts do we have? Case file, just... Let me look at this. Let's see, start piece when you want beat. Okay. Because I think item number 1 is the pertinent information here.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, both of these, really. The fact that you're locked in if something happens.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because that's why I think that they moved it.
Yeah, they moved him so that they could go for dinner. This one maybe has something to do with the crime. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna present the book. I'm just gonna be like, hey, you should have been there to investigate or something.
Yeah.
Music is bopping though. Yeah, it is. All right, so here we go. Game over on stream.
Oh, we've had game overs before. Go for it.
Game over on stream.
Objection.
That's a game over on stream, boys. Let's go. Oh, fuck.
We had that in the
Oh yeah, we had that in the carriage case. Okay, well. Well, that's gonna be one. We're gonna go back to the grind and throw more stuff at it. I declare no further examination necessary. As such, I'm requesting the final decision of the jury, and everyone just instantly changes their mind. Certainly, my lord. Okay, let's go. Ugh.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Oh, that... Dude number 5 has a much higher voice than I thought. Guilty. Pain. Oh, only suffering during Ace Attorney. And Natsume is obviously guilty. With all this evidence stacked against them, being word of mouth and nobody seeing shit on a foggy day.
I was gonna say, basically, that they can't prove anything other than this suspicion.
You're straight up, you're just guilty if people think you did it. And if you can't immediately pin it on someone else, retry from this scene. Let's go. Retry from the start of the current scene. Okay, how far back does it kick us? Do we need to get the items again? I probably need to get the items again. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm locked in the present mode. Okay. Do I have... Okay, I have to get the book again. Okay, so let's go get our stuff. Which are here. How can you say that? Okay. Con man, job. Okay. Pain. Oh man, this guy salutes a lot.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I wonder happened? What if he fell asleep and, like, deadass did not see, and she moved the body
Yeah, she might have.
so that they could go for
wouldn't put it
dinner?
past her.
Okay, could you answer a question? Surprising. It can't be related to the case. Wait, he actually does not even answer how they can't be related to the case.
He doesn't. He just talks about being part of the police.
Yeah. Yeah, he straight up did not address it. Okay, so I gotta. Okay, so I think that's gonna be the statement we actually should attack, because he dead ass does not even talk about what we asked him. He straight up avoided it. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Why do you know that? And then we are gonna do the flip to her side because she gives us more information. Like I say, can't be corrupt. He's police. I mean, I think there's a difference between, like, you know, corrupt and inept. It really does come down to, did he know that Patricia probably moved the body? That's gonna be what it comes down to. What if we get to break them up? Ooh.
Think so?
I don't know. What if we're like, oh, Patricia, you've ruined my job and my trustworthiness.
I know you don't like them, but you really want to break up the starry-eyed couple?
A little bit. A little bit. Well, I mean, to be fair, if one of them's a liar that would, like, kill a man for a date dinner,
Yes.
then he'd probably be better off with someone else.
Yes.
Rolly deserves better. Yeah, there you go. Man's just overworked and overtired. Okay. Here's the location where the objects would have fallen. Okay, so let's... That be so? How do you even know? Why, do you have any idea what sort of windows they have? Okay, so... We'll pursue.
Excuse me.
You have something to add, Miss Beat. You seem super happy. Like, this statement here. I want to, like... I wish we could just keep this sentence.
Yes.
That she doesn't... Like, it doesn't get added, though. Like, she didn't even have to say that.
She has a music change, even.
Yeah, she's a music change for this. She didn't even have to say this, and she gave us clues.
Yeah.
You're right, my love. Constable Beat. Up and at 'em. Garrett of house. House is on my beat, you see. Cutting close, then. Can you clarify something for us? If the Garrett of house is on your beat, does that mean the pavement next to it is as well? Outside his house? Yes, that is my beat. I see. I was unaware of that. Just think, if the one... How crazy! I like that she just says what I'm thinking, and everyone's like...
Never be able to go on our dinner date.
Oh. Oh, goodness. And the judge is like, oh, how endearing of a story. Good lord. Oh. Oh. Rolly deserves better. Perhaps we make sure we have all that information officially on record. I'll take care of it immediately. Case file information has been updated.
So that's how we got that it's on the beats, but it didn't add it to her testimony.
Yeah.
Which is what I would prefer.
Yeah, I would really wish that her testimony was added so we can just be like, that's crazy convenient then, isn't it? Because we did press all of these, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we can press them again. Sometimes people react a second time.
Yeah, that's true. We are stumped anyway, so I'll kind of mash through it a little bit. Just in case, because we have had a case where it's like, oh, we pressed everything. Oh, you had to press this one statement twice. Well, yeah, okay. Looking for Lucky Star. Eternal Happiness. Couldn't actually see any stars. Shit was dark.
Okay, poor woman. Trusty Roy was there to make sure nothing was disturbed.
I guess we can't go back to this again.
Yeah, we can't go
I was
back to
gonna say, the knife is broken on the end. Do you think it got broken when it hit the window and then fell?
Yeah, that's absolutely what I think happened. Like, the knife got thrown, it hit something, it hit the window, and then fell blunt into her shirt.
No, but I mean, if we went there, we could find the tip in the snow.
Oh,
on
do you think we
his
could find the
beads
tip of the knife in his beat?
instead of on the other bead?
Oh, that would be something I would love to recommend and search for, but because this is an Ace Attorney game,
I
even
know.
if we suggest it, they're gonna be like, obviously that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Somebody obviously cleaned that up by now. The cleaning lady cleans on Mondays.
I can't see the stars, it's too dark. I think they actually said I can't see the stars, it's too, like,
Smoggy.
smog and gross. If I was on Rolleave's beat, I would have known exactly where I was going. That's why I love you. Your sense of direction is bewitching to me. Oh, God. Okay, yep. Oh, please. Oh, like, we'll take 15 minutes off work. So gross, right? Okay. Because I'm sure we have to present one of the two things. Spoilers for VOD watchers. Oh no, I think it's better when you watch it through the VOD to see how that one goes.
Hold it!
Nothing to report. Yeah, man, eyes wide open, nothing was there. Despite the fact I can't stay awake for 2 minutes. Burnt copy of the book was originally the Gary Deb household's. How did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Could be a different copy, so I love that he says this, and we're not like, that sounds insane and crazy.
Sus.
And then,
So Van Zeeks can say they threw it perfectly into the hands of the dead victim, but we can't go, so another copy happened to be burnt right outside the residence of the one that got burnt that day.
I think that's what makes it the most frustrating feel, is
Yes.
that, like, Zeeks can point out very obvious things, but we just
And say
don't
it's
have
too
that ability.
far-fetched, but we can't.
Well, it's actually more that we point out something weird, and he's like, we'll be like, she had the dead man's book in his hand. Oh, so what? They threw it into her hand? How would that happen? Get out of here.
Yeah.
They didn't throw the book in the hand, and you're like, that's obviously not what I was suggesting.
Yeah.
And he's like, well then, what are you why are you even in this courtroom?
Yeah.
And like, Rolly just doesn't even answer that question. And yeah, the lady was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived on the scene. Okay, so
the
maybe
comic
that statement is, yeah, get wrecked by UI. Okay, and then she's gonna talk, and then I'm gonna mash through
What
it.
was that statement that you said? Maybe that statement? What did she
Maybe that last one. How the book was in her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, please, I'm just a woman.
Okay, yeah, Oh, get out of here. Allow you to supplement your core, okay. Okay, so, maybe I really hate her. You know what? I would like them on a more likable character. I think it's because they're deliberately meant to be, like,
Over the top.
cutesy, lovey-dovey eyes.
But in Phoenix Wright Games, we know anybody on this stand is just gonna lie to us and cheat us. So it doesn't matter how adorable they are, those sparkles are a lie!
I humbly ask you to continue. Okay, so maybe we will just present the book. Because, like, it would be insane to think. Like... folding knife... Thing. Let's look at these photos, actually. It's been a while. Let's examine these. You see anything strange about this? No, I guess not. Anything strange here?
Oh,
What are you thinking?
I just was checking in case it was something that we're
Not gonna
really
think?
get.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the press and a reaction is going to happen.
Oh god, it's that again?
Which is why I was
Okay.
really just checking to see if
Alright.
that was going to be a thing.
Yeah,
'Cause we
okay.
did go through them again, but we didn't see it.
Do them the first time technically, because this is we're technically going through them the first time again.
Okay.
So, it's okay. Do you know which one?
Do you want me to tell you which one?
I mean, may as well save me time. We've been here for a bit.
It's going to be when she said that she went to the police box and it took her 15 minutes.
Oh,
She's
okay.
going to have a reaction to that.
Sick. You know what? Something I love about video games is when you do something and the game expects you to do the exact same thing to get a different result. A lot of this game, I like it. But things like that, where I did press the statement already, and it changes what happens after I do the exact identical thing, makes me really not happy with what I see. Cause it's like, why would I try it again if it proved fruitless the first time?
Well, that's what I knew that's what was our stumper in a different
Yeah, that's what got us in another case.
So this game has super awesome story, but since I know that is a
Yeah.
particular stumbling block in this one, I wanted to check.
Thank you for checking, CaptnmcD. We're not usually about doing things like looking up guides and whatnot, but while we're
I do it
streaming,
when we're like too much on.
yeah, when we're streaming, we will, if we're stuck on something for a little bit, in a game like this, that's not explicitly like a puzzle, it's a find.
Yes.
Then we may look up some
like when
things.
we did
Famicom.
Famicom.
Okay,
And
Famicom
there
was
just
like,
that
there's no way you're playing that game without a
burn
guide, man.
Burn time. And there's not a clock or anything.
There's no
relevant
clock.
to time in that game. You just
Yeah.
have to continue talking through the same thing until somebody goes, "It's gotten awful late, hasn't it?"
Yeah. So
So I like to check. What
I'm glad that I don't feel bad for looking this one up.
Yeah.
Because why would I try this again if I didn't know that something would happen? Especially because right now nothing's happening. Right? Like I'm not seeing it.
'Cause it's-
Okay, yeah.
if-
Okay, and then
is that
so see there was
statement
that was statement 5, yeah.
'Cause it's supposed to be statement 5. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, that was 4. Okay. A little off sometimes. Okay, there we go. Miss Beat, nobody's questioning what you've told us.
I saw I did that evening. I saw clearly.
Oh, actually, maybe that's just even a new statement. And it just looks like the previous statement. Oh. Okay, so that one's a I did not even notice that there was a new statement added in the middle because it looked like the previous one. Oh, regardless, we advance and I will continue reading now.
I know I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying through the sky.
All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction?
Oh, yes. Well, it's a little embarrassing, really. I'm always ending up at the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Rowley. He gets ever so cross.
So
Uh-oh, Rolly. Did you even know where you were? Constable Beat, is there a problem? No. Yes. No, sir. No problem, sir. Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Well, in a way, sir. Yes, sir. I was just remembering the same thing happened that evening is all. What, the same thing? What do you mean? Oh, Miss Beat lost her way? On the night of the incident?
Well, you see, I sent her off to find a police box in the next beat over from mine. She was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. Oh, she'd be back inside in 10 minutes. But my darling was gone a good 15. Oh, Rowley, you're such a tease. But the reason I was so long was because of the bouquet, silly.
The bouquet? Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about?
Oh, it was a present for...
Oh my god, you left a crime scene to buy fucking flowers! Wait, okay, wait. Let's assess the situation. Let's assess the situation before I start yelling.
Rolly, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rolly's so romantic. He saved up for it with farthings and halfpennies he found in the gutter while doing his rounds.
Yes, how romantic.
I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Hadn't you, my darling?
Yes. But that was just between us. That poor guy.
I found change off the street.
I found change
Buy
off
you
the street to buy you flowers. Look, I'm talking about to anyone else, darling. You have to promise.
Really? Oh.
What was that all about? Constable Beat looked very obviously troubled during that exchange.
I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruhodo. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Miss Beat about the bouquet.
That change has to be from Juror 5.
Out of his pockets.
Yeah, the change out of his changes. Yeah, it's... That's where that money went. That's kind of fun. You know what? I would love if we could, like, look over at the jury, and then you see juror number 5 just, like, going, like... Oh, wait a second. I'd like you to add details about it to your testimony, please. No, you know what? So, we missed that testimony. You know why? Because they did not say we added it to the testimony.
No.
It snuck on in there.
And so now you are going to press.
So now I'm going to press this
again.
one. Yeah. This will probably be the new number 5.
I dropped my bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna press this again, yeah.
Hold it!
Yeah, I don't imagine we will need our assistance at this point. Which I like to say, we don't like to go to that unless we, like, really hit a snag in the stream, because we don't want to keep people waiting, like, forever. You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime? That seems, I don't know, a little important, maybe?
Yes,
We're gonna find, like, rose petals or something on side 1 of the street.
that's right. I was so upset. When we ran over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back, I was so shocked I dropped the bouquet Rolly gave me. It was in a dark spot where the streetlights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first.
And then you went to the police box to report to the policeman whose beat it was on.
Yes, I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's why I spotted my bouquet again. But the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all.
That's like the most
But I was
that's
gonna say,
suspicious as all fuck.
So maybe she didn't move it, Rolly moved it.
Oh god, Rolly, did you move the body so that you could go dinner?
Because he said
Rolly.
you're not supposed to tell anybody about the bouquet.
Oh,
He moved it while she was
Oh,
gone.
Rolly.
She dropped it near the
she
victim's
thinks she
body.
dropped it near the body. It was Rolly. Rolly! Oh, Rorix. Hey, good evening, dude. How goes it, man? We're solving a murder from with a corrupt cop who decided to move a murder
He
scene.
just wanted a restful night.
He wa-
I don't know if that's corruption. He just wanted a night off.
No, that is corruption because he put someone's gonna die for this.
Yes. The fact that he's lying about the other dude is bad.
It's like, you know what? You could be responsible for it, and then just like,
Like everybody else is like.
yeah, everyone's like, Rolly. We all
thought
thought
Patricia was the
Patricia was the evil one. Patricia was actually doing her best. Oh no, Patricia, you deserve better.
In case you need reminding, Miss Beat, the victim is not deceased.
I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road.
Your husband, presumably.
That's right, silly me. I'd gone over to the wrong side of the street. Although, I'm gonna blame the bouquet this time. I can't think how it got there. I really can't.
So the bouquet somehow moved from one side of the Briar Road to the opposite. I don't think that's what happened.
Curious indeed. I'm sure it doesn't matter and we should all ignore that this happened.
Isn't it? But the worst of it is, I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. That beautiful rose Rolly bought me, with that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting.
If he says it, it's the wind. It's a pretty wide street. But you know what Zeke's is gonna say? He's gonna be like, winds in London can reach speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. It would easily blow across the street.
Something light like a
Bouquet would easily fly across the street in such winds. Do you not know anything about London, you foreigner? By bouquet, do you perhaps mean this sorry
Oh no, now he's just being an asshole over this.
Oh, it's one rose, so he's gonna.
Hashtag I'm sorry, Patricia.
Oh. Oh! Yes, that's it. That's a bouquet Rolly bought me for our anniversary. With old bits of change he found in the gutter.
Oh, Patricia, you're so sweet. You have such beautiful eyes. I would never say anything bad about them. Maybe just call it a rose.
Tell us, Lord Van Zeeks, where did you come by this rose? Oh, God.
She just loves and appreciates
This liar.
so much.
According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Gerideb household.
They just keep bringing up that change in the gutter. I want juror number 5 to be like, hey, how much was that rose? How much was it? I'm just asking. I'm just curious. In front of the Gerideb's household? Well, that's strange. How strange.
Although it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it laid where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case, since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Cover back now, please.
No.
No.
Straight up no.
I think for good measure, this rose should be added to the court record as evidence.
Oh.
The anniversary. That single O. The anniversary bouquet has been added into the court record. Oh, I didn't even read it. Let me read it.
But it's a symbol of our love.
Is it?
Is it?
Or is it a symbol that your husband
Now I almost feel bad.
sullied the crime scene?
Yeah, your husband sullied the crime scene. I can't believe it. Let me investigate.
I'm just thinking about it wrapped in newsprint and that detective always eating chips.
Chips out of newsprint. Oh man, yo, you think he ordered chips and then put this rose in the... Oh man.
No.
Now, do you think he found change in the gutter, or do you think he even just found that rose? That's such a sweet sentiment. Oh.
It's a symbol of our love. I want it back after the trial. Do you hear me? I want it back.
Good grief. Rest assured that I shall do my very best not to forget Miss Beat.
Okay, though, I'm happy that the facts are coming together now, so that's good. The picture is becoming, like, more fully painted. We had the outline before, I think.
So, the knife got thrown out the window, the book got thrown out the window. They didn't know that they would have murdered somebody. And Rolly just moved the body because he didn't want to.
Yeah, Rolly just moved the body because he didn't want to work that night. Oh.
It was just. I feel like a theme in this game so far is
It's
a
like-
lot more accidents can happen in these cases.
Accidents and just lack of follow-through.
Yes.
Okay, so we now have the rose.
But they're less malicious, like, I intentionally murdered this person for reasons.
I murdered this person for... Yeah, things kind of just went bad. I mean, we don't know about the Magnus case.
No.
There's a lot we don't know about the Magnus case. I wonder if we get to know. Or if it will just remain unexplained forever.
Well, also Giselle Brett was, she was intentionally doing what she was doing.
Oh,
But I mean,
Josiah Brett is insane.
But the boat was an accident.
The boat was an
and
accident.
was
This
an
one also is
accident.
probably an accident. Okay, so I don't want to present, I just want to examine. Caused her to drop the rose where she stood. I feel like that's gonna be...
Yes.
Okay. Okay, because I feel like this is at least more doable than our previous stump.
Did we push draw? That's where we got the bouquet, right? By pushing the statement, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I was gonna say, can we put the map on that one? Because the bouquet is she dropped it where she was standing.
Oh yeah, she dropped where she was standing.
So if we put the map, she was standing at the Gyarados.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm about it. I'm about.
I might be
I'm.
wrong, but that's basically what we're trying to connect right now.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So it's not the map on that statement. Yep. Nope.
So now it's gonna be like
The rose.
okay on probably what Rolly's saying about where their location.
Yeah.
Is it either location on Rose or it's Rose on location?
Yes. Leave the scene.
So I would go to where Rolly says the Gyarados aren't involved and then put the Rose here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Because like I said, we're just trying to get
We're just trying to.
location Rose.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bunch of pips now because we gotta get
Yeah,
so
we've-
we can do this one and the next one, which are both by the Gyarados house.
Yeah. So we'll try this one in the. Yeah, maybe the next one. I think the next one's just about the windows. Yeah, that one's just about the windows. I don't think it'll.
Do we want to press her end statements again?
I guess. Well, nothing strange to report.
Okay, we'll press it.
I mean,
Because it's strange if it's across the street.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna put the roads on
I want to put the rose on it. I want to try it. Yeah. There we go. Finally. Oh my god. I think that's the longest cross-examination we've had in a while.
We had trouble with this one.
We had to try. This one was tough. I mean, there was the one. Okay, there was the one.
Some of them
thing.
go so smooth, and others are like.
Oh, smooth as sandpaper. Hey, there we go. There we go. They're nothing strange. You claim, Constable Beat, there was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be!
What do you mean to say?
In your testimony just now, Miss Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to the beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
That's something strange.
Objection!
Yes, on the opposite side of Briar Road to where the victim was attacked. But considering the size of that meager bouquet, if a single sorry bloom can be so described,
Oh my god! No doubt it was blown in the wind across the street!
Back into the gutter where it belongs, because it's a gutter shape.
I am so mad that I was right about this one.
You know Van
I am
He's your best friend.
Yeah, why do I know exactly? I am so mad that it's
Like this
exactly
tape
what I
you
thought.
exactly called when he was like, but there's a second photo.
And this is the second time
You
in
know,
this case.
You are Van Zeeks.
I guess I just think like Van Zeeks or something because this is the second time.
We're having trouble as Naruhodo.
Yeah.
Because you don't think like Naruhodo.
We're having trouble being Naruhodo because I can't think like him. I can clearly think like Van Zeeks though. Fucking no! Shut up! Fuck off! Oh my god, I can't believe he actually said it. I didn't think we had to do this fight, but here we go. Miga. Oh my god, But if that were the case, why did Constable Beat not testify to the fact? Good, shut up.
He said it's a secret.
It's a secret.
No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it.
Constable Beat swore to that on Scotland Yard's honor. Also, I hope I didn't... I'm very glad I put a limiter on our audio. I hope I didn't blow anyone's ears out when I yelled.
Your anger.
Because I definitely
It was
yelled.
loud.
It was loud. I was very passionate.
You get loud.
I'm sorry. But you saw that on the screen.
I did.
It was insane. So I hope my limiter came into place. My shouting was somewhat controlled, I hope. It was balanced loud. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm glad that my sound settings are helpful. Yeah, I'm glad.
For those listening to the stream.
For those listening to this.
Not for those in the house.
I mean, nah. Constable Beat swore that on Scotland. He swore on Scotland Yard's honor.
I'm just
Not
thinking
peaky or
about the
painful.
carriage
Nice.
I swear that the carriages never charge.
Oh my god.
All of these work people are.
I
like,
don't think
swear.
everybody who's like, I swear on my honor. Honor clearly is not as valuable here
in London.
in London.
Yes.
But the bouquet belonged to me. It had nothing to do with the case. That's why Rolly didn't mention it, I'm sure.
Oh no, Patricia. Poor Patricia. No, because it's not only it's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case is clearly, mysteriously, the wrong way around.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. Besides Miss Beat's bouquet, there's Mr. Garrideb's book.
And Mr. Garrideb's knife.
And Mr. Garrideb.
Mrs. Garrideb definitely recognized that knife. She couldn't say anything.
She didn't say anything.
But she passed out and hasn't come back.
She didn't say, I've never seen that knife before. Miss Garrideb's copy of the... Oh, okay. Was thrown out the window by his wife. Would have struck the pane of the casement window and landed here, on the west side of the street. And yet, how strange. It was actually found here, on the opposite side of the road, in the victim's hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we've heard, Miss Beat's bouquet
Was dropped.
should have been dropped here, at the scene of the crime, on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here, on the opposite side of the road, in front of Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's house. There's no logical explanation for those things, unless somebody deliberately moved them.
What are you trying to say? The way you're talking, it sounds like you think my Rolly's done something wrong.
I do.
You're like, I don't know. I'm just saying. That
Don't
this
you
doesn't-
listen to it? Oh, huh?
well, this
I'm just saying.
doesn't
This
add
just
up.
doesn't add up.
Somebody must have done something.
Something got moved.
Maybe
I'm
Rolly
not.
fell asleep. I'm not saying anything.
I'm
but
not-
That body's not where it was.
That body or those things are not where they were. Like, one of the two has to be moved.
Whittering on about books and bouquets.
Why should we care? It's nitpicking, that's what it is. Oh, good. Miss Garrideb's come around. I'm just gonna show her the knife again. Hey, look at this.
We need
You
her
might-
testimony.
Yeah, we need your testimony. You might call it nitpicking, Miss Garrideb. But unless you want to show up on the testimony, unless you want to testify, you don't get to say anything. Meddling with the scene of a crime is a criminal offense. It's called tampering.
Tampering, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, but the person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it, for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Objection!
Tampering? You've barely heard the term before. Therefore, you can't use it in this courtroom.
Just because we haven't heard of your English word because we're new to England doesn't
Yeah.
mean we don't know what it means and what we're trying to
Oh
get
man,
across.
oh. Who could possibly want to move that body out of that street onto the other side of the street?
Somebody who wants a nice wedding anniversary dinner. Somebody who doesn't sleep on a daily basis and could use the night off.
Oh, tell us, my lord friend, who would possibly have had cause to carry out such an elaborate deception?
Yes, there is someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. All the evidence and all the testimony points to that one particular person. I was, before the stream, I was ready to say both of them.
Yeah.
I was ready to think it was a couple's effort. And then and then I started playing the game and I immediately thought it was Patricia's fault. And
you're
now-
wrong on both of those.
And now I find out
Rolly and Mrs. Garrideb.
it was Rolly and Mrs. Garrett. She came out.
Threw the knife and Rolly moved the body.
Oh my god, imagine in that 10 minutes while she was out looking for a cop, Miss Garrideb came out and saw the knife. She was like, oh god, I don't like this being here. And she sees Rolly already moving the body away.
She goes, I'll help you clean the pavement outside the house. That's my job as the
Who is responsible for tampering with the scene of the crime?
Rolly.
It was Sholmes, obviously. No. Rolly. Rolly, you got some splaining to do. Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. Constable Rolly Beat, it was you!
What? A policeman? A member of Scotland Yard?
Yep.
What nonsense! Why might Rowley do something like that?
I mean, they seem to want to fire him anyway.
Yeah, they might want to fire him anyway.
She seemed to think that he was on the path to getting fired
Oh.
before this.
Oh no.
And then thought this would put him in a better light.
Uh-oh.
But I think it's sealing the deal.
It might have sealed the deal there, Patricia.
There's no one straighter than my husband. No Bobby works more tirelessly for the people of London.
Miss Beat, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to a nearby police box to fetch the officer on duty. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it.
You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. What about the Japanese man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. He did it.
Objection.
If that was true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it.
Oh. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your bouquet, Miss Beat, it was after the defendant had fled the scene. Well...
Objection!
First, you make accusations about the landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. But your accusations lack one very important thing. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. But there is only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime: to hide something.
No, not really.
People
That's right. He's right.
do stuff for a lot less.
Oh, people would do a lot dumber things for a lot dumberer reasons.
My husband, I just happened to be there. That's all. Why would we have anything to hide? It doesn't make sense.
You've offered no motive for this alleged tampering. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats.
He didn't want to work.
He didn't want to work, dude. Constable Beat had a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the scene. He had a reason. I don't know if I would say very good. It's the key to this entire affair.
Mr. Naruhodo, have you managed to solve this mystery?
Counsel, you have made a very serious accusation against a London police officer. Keep in mind that this risk makes you possibly guilty if you guess wrong. You will actually go to jail for that accusation if you're not proven 100% correct. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I need not point out that your reputation as a lawyer will be irrevocably damaged. With that stark warning in mind, you will now explain to the court the motive for this alleged tampering.
I mean, I can't really think that we have a reputation as a lawyer.
Yeah, we don't have a
We've got
reputation.
2 cases?
We don't have a reputation to begin with. We've got nothing to lose.
Wreck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
And we're not going to be a lawyer in this country forever.
We'll go back to Japan.
Nobody's going to know our reputation.
Constable Beat's motive for tampering with the crime scene was to hide where the book fell, where the bouquet fell, where the victim fell. He wanted to hide where the victim was. Where the victim fell to the ground. That's what this Bobby had to cover up, at all costs.
What?
Where the victim fell? You mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement of Briar Road. We saw it happen, remember? It was right here, as if anyone didn't already know.
That's certainly what everybody's been led to believe. Oh, thank you, Ryunosuke. Just this sentence gives me confidence for the next page. But in fact, that isn't where the victim was stabbed at all.
What? What?
What? I'm beginning to wonder.
Oh, wrong voice.
I'm beginning to wonder where this tumultuous trial will end, counsel.
If that's your assertion, then the court is dying to know, my Nipponese friend.
Hey, what'd I say about the N-word, man?
Where are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening?
Hey, how about I point right here and everything literally makes sense?
But that's...
On the opposite side of the road? Impossible. The body was on the other side. How could that have happened?
I don't understand.
Just like roses blow in the wind.
Okay.
Bodies blow in the wind.
She rolled over. I'm guessing now we're gonna have to present the book to say he would have had to stay overtime. On the evening in question, Mr. Gerdev's book fell directly down from the open window above, and your bouquet, Miss Beat, never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself.
Good gracious!
Objection!
Perhaps you haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But these witnesses both saw the moment the attack took place.
That's right. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes.
The body couldn't have fallen there. It's on the other side of the road, which means someone would have needed to tamper with it. And he's not going to do it. He's a cop. Like, that's exactly the logic that we're seeing on display here. It was at 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was typical London fog on the ground. When you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid, that was actually on the west side of Briar Road. Oh, okay, that was a really perfectly timed "that makes sense." Thank you, Fina.
That's not true. It can't have been.
Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print, the victim herself, the 4 books. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road.
Extraordinary!
But the constable overlooked one thing.
What? What do you overlook?
Your bouquet.
The bouquet, I presume?
Exactly.
The prosecution told the court just a few minutes ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Zeek says it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it laid where the street lamps cast no light.
Yes, it couldn't be seen in the dark, obviously.
So he didn't see it either.
Which is why it was only the bouquet that was found in its original position on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. That bouquet actually helped so much in the explanation, because I was wondering how we were going to tie it to, like...
To prove it.
yeah.
That's why I was thinking the knife tip.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't going to let us see that.
Yeah, oh, there's no way we're doing any additional investigating. And if they found the knife tip, they're not telling us about it.
You'd be like, there's broken knife tips all over London. This doesn't prove anything.
People get stabbed all the time in London. A broken knife tip is nothing special to find.
And that is the defense's theory about what really happened during the evening. How do you respond, Constable Rolly Beat? You can't pretend you're asleep out of this one, man.
Well, I'm very sorry.
To be fair, people do get stabbed all the time. I mean, yeah, that actually is... Yeah, there's no, like... There's no gun crime. Or significantly less gun crime, so there's more knife crime.
I haven't slept properly in a month. Did I miss anything important? Oh, Rolly. It isn't true, is it? What the lawyer said is all lies, isn't it? I know it is, because you're the most upstanding, righteous man I know. I had a dream. A terrible dream. All the things I did that night. Everything come out. Everything exposed.
Huh?
Only, it seems... it wasn't a dream at all.
Oh, Patricia. Oh, look at Patricia with her gleaming eyes. Like, just ripe for shattering.
Good golly!
Oh, I've been caught, have I?
Order! Order! What on earth is the meaning of all this?
Oh, Rolly, why? Why would you do something like this? Moving a corpse is a criminal offense, isn't it?
Wishing the victim dead should be one, too.
Constable, explain yourself. Why would you do this? As a respected member of Scotland Yard, your duty is to protect the good people of London town.
I can't say... I can't say, sir.
What?
I really am ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the Yard's reputation. For everything.
Oh. Rolly. I have a possible explanation. For why, on that particular evening, Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. I can think of one reason.
What? How could you possibly know?
What? Is there a different reason?
Does Van Zieks not know? No, I think they just haven't said that it was their... The anniversary has not been brought up.
They have brought it up.
Not right now.
You, a foreigner, presuming to understand the mind of a Scotland Yard policeman.
And yet, Lord Van Zieks, it is this foreigner who has uncovered the startling truth of the matter thus far. I believe it would be beneficial to court to hear this extraordinarily...
I was about to say extraordinarily young lawyers. This extraordinary.
young lawyer's theory. Counsel for the defense, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence.
Fuck off, Van Zieks. It's because Van Zieks doesn't understand love. Or being overworked. It's actually kind of a combination of the two.
Yes.
Which would really lead to a strong sense of fuck it on your day of work.
Yeah.
And especially after you've clocked out.
And that's what he'd be like, I was really looking forward to sleeping tonight after dinner.
Yeah, but I mean, unfortunately, like, you're a cop, and
So
like,
you don't get that.
you don't get that.
You
And
signed up for a job that doesn't get that.
yeah, or you show up until someone else comes in, and you go, "Listen, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I owe you one. I will come in overtime,
Yeah.
but I am not doing this tonight because I will fuck this up."
Yeah, 'cause I'm too exhausted and distracted to do it proper.
Yeah, at once, my lord. England, Japan. It makes no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same.
Just wanted to be with him.
We're all one race, the human race. And I think I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind this man's actions.
What gives away the motive for Constable Beat's unthinkable actions?
The bouquet.
No, I think that he'd have to work it.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think technically either of those should, but like, F
Yeah.
it, we'll go for this one. Oh, you know what though? This one shows the rule that must be kept.
Yes.
Yeah, because
that-
otherwise it'd be like, why would he do it? Makes no sense. This is the
This
particular
is that you
reason.
have to do it immediately.
Take that!
I realize that I'm a foreigner in this land, and I've only just arrived from Japan, which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. I've learned that though honorable, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example.
Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on his beat in all kinds of ways. There's no doubt that the young Bobby is charged with a great deal to do each day, certainly.
But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special.
Special? How?
On account of this bouquet, my lord.
Oh, yes. It was our very first wedding anniversary.
What?
Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife, and was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal.
When he and Miss Beat stumbled upon a crime along Briar Road.
Oh no. When he saw that shadowy figure through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of them. What must have gone through the man's mind? Probably two things. One, oh fuck, I've seen a crime. And two, shit, I have to deal with that. Or he stole the money from a juror. I mean... Okay. Side conversation. If you drop money on the ground, if it's coins, I consider that fair game.
I do too.
Like, coins are like immediately fair game.
Well, it's also...
Unless the person's watching it.
I was gonna
right?
say, if you have left the area...
If you've so I'm gonna move this up in levels. If it's anything like bills, my personal policy is if I saw that bill fall from someone, I will try to get I say stole. Yeah, we worked so hard. Yeah, but my policy is if I see that bill fall from a person, I will make an effort to get their attention.
Yes.
However, if there's no one around and there's cash on the floor, it is mine. Just that is. That's that.
Nobody can prove.
No,
it's
you
theirs.
can't prove it's theirs. Someone else is just gonna say it's
They
theirs.
just want the money.
So I'm gonna put my shoe on it, and then I'm gonna go pretend to tie my shoe, and I'm oh, you know what? I have a funny story about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have I told? Wait, I think I told you how I was able to afford our massage machine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, I was gonna say, well, also in your bartending club days.
Oh man.
That there was just money at the end of the night on the floors, under tables, in couches.
Oh yeah. Oh, fallen money opens a whole door of conversations
Everybody
with me.
has left. The club is closed.
That is my money.
And you're the only one left cleaning up.
Yeah, there was a dude.
That's some floor tips.
There was one of our employees at one of the bars I worked at deliberately cleaned the bar, like swept up in front of the bar all the time. Like, wow, this guy really keeps his bar clean. And then I talked to him later. He's like, oh yeah, people drop toonies and loonies in front of the bar all the time, and I sweep them up and they go to the back and pick them out of the dustbin. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, that's good. But one more story before I continue the game. There was one time I was at work. I was inside the building. And I see on the floor outside a single $100 bill. Now, there's a giant gate with windows in it I could have opened that would have been very loud to get to that bill. And I saw it, and I'm like, oh! And this is a high traffic area. So I look at it.
Passing by.
I immediately bolt outside our main doors. I do like a half lap around. I do like a 50-meter sprint around the building to not open a loud door. To put my foot on this like $100 bill, and I'm like, I look around, I'm like, oh yes. I go to tie my shoe,
And then you do the pocket that you just explained.
And then I take it as a message from those above. Yes, Dead Pixel, you know that funky shoulder massage scarf machine thing that you want? You've earned it. And that's my $100 money story. It was great. It was thrilling. I think if I could show a picture of the layout, and the stakes, because like, I don't work in a quiet place. There are hundreds of people walking around all the time. I was very surprised no one else took it.
Yeah, that nobody saw it.
Yeah, and that's also why I didn't open the gate, because if I opened the gate, everyone would look. Or someone would walk towards the gate to go under it. I just opened that door. See, think of it as like a garage door though. And it's a garage door that people will take as an alternate entrance to our building. So if I opened it, someone would have either looked for the sound, or someone would have been like, sweet, a shortcut, and then walked through. And thus, my opportunity is lost.
Yeah.
So I had to do a lap around to the quieter door. That was like maybe 20 meters away. And then run back. Mm-hmm. It was thrilling. It was thrilling. It was the fastest I've run for $100. What must have gone through this man's mind?
But sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. This beat puts up with a lot being married to a Bobby like me. I want to show my dear wife how much I care.
Oh, you could have told her. She would have waited for you. This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lend me earlier. Inside, among the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered, when a body has been discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Oh! Constable Beat. Is that, or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime that day? I actually kind of feel bad. It kind of seems like he's gonna cry.
Yeah.
And even though what he did was kind of heinous and could lead to something horrible, that's not the outcome I was looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Everything you said, it's all right.
So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat.
Oh.
Exactly. To summarize, the incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat. Beat, 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 beat. Beat, 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 beat.
Good gracious. Constable, do you realize the gravity of what you've done?
It was the first time since I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God.
Oh, fuck, okay, whoa. That I'd ever cursed God.
Stay close to me, Pat. Criminal could still be lurking somewhere.
As we ran over to the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer.
We've got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. I realized where we were, where the victim was lying. of what that meant for me. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigation and help detectives. Yo, man, why here? Why does this have to happen here?
And that's why.
And why tonight of all
his
nights?
wife's poor sense of direction is so bewitching.
Oh,
he was able to
he was able to
trick her.
trick
on
her.
The side of the road.
Oh.
Because she sucks at directions.
Why?
So it didn't occur to her that
Yeah.
switched.
It's a cop's job to guard the scene of a crime, so I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever's on duty there. It was then, when I opened my mouth to speak, it just came out. I couldn't believe that words that were coming out of my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine, Pat. So you'll have to go to the police box that covers it. Turn right along Meerschaum Street, and then... Oh... And it was just like, he just said it. He's just like, just go get someone else. I mean, honestly, I'm sure if you went like, hey, listen, man, it's literally my anniversary night. Can you come investigate? Can you cover?
One side of the sidewalk.
Just like, I will be back first thing tomorrow. Rolly. Shit, man, if you did almost any other occupation, I would forgive you. But damn, man, we've got a man who might go to jail for your actions. Because of what you did. That's grossly irresponsible.
But it's not that he's gonna go to jail, he's gonna get put to death.
Yeah, that man's gonna get put to death, man. Like, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh god, nah, man. Nah, you don't get to do that one, man. Oh, Constable. I just wanted just that one night. I don't care about the trial. Let him hang. Oh, damn, man. Take my Patricia out for dinner. Oh, Rolly. Just that one night. Oh, Rolly, I feel bad, man, but come on, man.
You knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined.
Look, you can celebrate another night. Do it the next night.
You decided to move the entire crime scene out of your jurisdiction. Just across the street to the east pavement of Briar Road, which falls under the neighboring beat's care.
You see, I thought... Well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, of course he did. Otherwise my Rolly would never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement.
I see your meaning now.
Oh, but God got me back from my sins, didn't he? That's why I missed the rose I bought for Pat. Oh no, Rolly, that was all my fault. I should never have dropped it in such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Rolly. No, come on, man. Oh, man. And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from one side of the road to the other in total? Huh? Oh, 4 it was. Yes, sir. Definitely 4. 3 of them dropped by Mr. Natsume, and the 4th being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the Garadeb household, of course. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? And all the others were scattered haphazardly around, I mean. Oh, well, sir, it's because that's how I found it.
How you found it? What do you
Down to
mean?
pick up the
She
book.
bent down to pick up the book, Van Zeeks, my god. When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding? Oh, yes, sir. No doubt about it, sir. Interesting. The 4th book's information has been updated in the court record. Miss B first ran over to see what had happened. Yes, it was in the victim's hand. Okay, confirmed. I thought it was an open and shut case at the time, you see. There were only the 2 people at the scene, and Pat and me both saw it happen. However, which way you looked at it, it had to be the fellow who ran off who'd done it, I thought. I couldn't see that harm, really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make a jot of difference. I suppose this is it for me now. I've had it.
Yeah, dude, that's grossly irresponsible. You should lose your job.
My lord.
Yes, Lord Van Zieks.
I believe that concludes the cross-examination
What are you talking, dude?
Of these witnesses.
of the witnesses.
Huh? Why are you ending this, Van Zieks? What's your...
Constable, you may withdraw.
Yes, sir. Mr. Prosecutor, sir. What will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him?
Well, it was an open and shut case anyway, so you're fine. Guy's still guilty. For now, you're free to go home. The police will contact you in due course.
Please, don't punish my husband. This was all my fault.
It was literally his fault. It's 100%
Like,
his fault.
At the very minimum, expect him to be fired.
Yeah, at a minimum, expect him to be fired. Yeah, not our problem. Get out.
Because I'm always moaning at him for coming home late.
Nah, man. You know what, Rolly? You two are clearly still doing this for each other, but like, Rolly, you gotta find another job, man. Like,
Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home.
I'm tired.
All right then, my love.
One last thing, Constable.
Sir?
Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you.
Yes, sir.
Carve that lesson in your mind.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna be a police officer.
Yeah, I
anymore,
don't think-
so that lesson's not gonna be super.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, we'll see how. Maybe he'll be forgiven. Maybe.
Never, ever again make the mistake of your tampering with the scene of a crime.
You know, if it wasn't a crime that would end in a man's death, as sentencing, you know, I would probably be more forgiving of him. But like, shit, man.
Up against what you mean to say?
Leave now. The trial is not yet over.
Sir!
Nah, man, I don't appreciate that forgiveness, man. He's got to face the music on that one. That's egregious.
Quite a startling revelation, I must say. Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire scene of a crime like that?
Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here, principally that the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is the only person who could possibly...
No! Gravity committed this crime!
Objection.
Thank you. I'm glad we say something. No, I disagree. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there's someone else. Another person could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back.
Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of the possibility already.
Lord Van...
That's why he's
Lord
trying
Van
to
Zieks,
get back to his original.
is
point,
this true?
Which we have far surpassed by now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We haven't
very
talked
well.
about Soseki in ages.
Name the person if you will, and if further investigation is warranted. The prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing.
Miss Girdeb. You'll name this other person who could have perpetuated the crime. Oops!
Take that!
The defense would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord.
Once again,
Juror number 3, right? The window guy. Yeah, it's the window. It's that asshole. My assistant made their same request earlier. In order to finally reveal the truth about this case, it's imperative that we cross-examine juror number 4, Miss Joan Garadeb.
me? Oh, dearie me.
Objection!
That request has already been denied.
Objection.
But the situation is very different now. Miss Garadeb, answer me this.
What do you want now, you little toad?
Do you recognize the knife?
At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Garadeb. In the course of argument, a minor house fire was ignited, and to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks out over Briar Road.
Well, what of it?
You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open-top hinge casement window, the book plummeted directly down. finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident.
Yes, and as I said, what of it?
During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on.
Yes, what of it?
So let me ask you one more time, Miss Garadeb. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back, have you really never laid eyes on it before?
Oh! I don't recall it.
Seriously?
After that huge pause.
Am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband?
Yeah.
And anyway, the man over there in all that regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he? I have immunity and you can't accuse me.
Conveniently, yes.
Objection!
No, I have no recollection of saying that at all, juror number 4.
What? Okay, I didn't see that one coming.
Make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process. If you know something about this knife, madam, let the truth come out.
But it's just a common or garden knife. It could have come from anywhere.
Yo, Zeeks! This is the first time Zeeks has done something I approve of.
Well, no, he kind of steps in sometimes. I think he wants justice overall. Because that's why I think he set the carriage on fire. In the
I don't
first
know.
one. He's
Do we know that was
evil
him?
about it.
Is he just very medieval? I think it might be what Mina's saying here. No one speaks for fantasy. It might just be like, oh,
Yeah.
I was going to continue incriminating
But
Mr.
if you
Soseki.
said that I said something, no, I didn't.
I did not say that.
If one went missing, how would you expect me to know?
What's that?
Are you joking?
What are you saying, please, Miss Garadeb?
Now you listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. Do you hear? I couldn't bear it.
I mean, if it's an
Except for your
accident.
husband,
Yeah, except for
who
your.
left a giant handprint on his face. That's
Oh.
a fine injury.
Oh, she's
but
definitely fine.
You wouldn't injure anybody else.
You wouldn't injure anyone. Only the husband. That is bullshit. I did not hit. That is bullshit. I did not hit her. I need a water bottle to fully do out the scene. Oh my god. I'm trying to pull more quotes from that movie into my mind, but I can't. That is bullshit. I did not hit her. Oh, hi Mark. How's your sex life? Oh, I need to watch The Room again.
I couldn't bear it.
Oh, the poor woman. Oh, hi Mark.
So yes, I want evidence. I want to see hard evidence if you're going to insist on it being my fault. You're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife if that's what you think. Come along now. Chop chop. Do your worst.
Well,
Mr. Naruhodo?
if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already.
Then take the stand, juror.
Oh.
The prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman.
Thank you, Lord Van Zeeks.
I'm not doing this for you.
I'm going to have to
She
testify.
presumed to know what I was.
Thinking.
Juror number 4. As I'm sure you will appreciate, having observed it with your own eyes today, witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Truths of which the witnesses themselves may not even have been aware.
So there you go. Get up on the stand.
Oh, dearie me.
So I demand your full and unadulterated testimony, Miss Garadeb.
I'm not doing this for you, Baka.
And mark my words, in this court of law today, we shall extract the truth. Do you concur, counsels?
But yeah,
Certainly,
the
my
victim's
lord.
not dead, and this woman's not a foreigner, so I feel
Yeah.
like she won't be.
She won't be hanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's found guilty. Well, I mean, if it's discovered to be an accident, I'm hoping that you wouldn't get like put to death. That's what I'm hoping for, my lord.
Well, as we see what happened was an accident, we want justice for the victims, so we've given them a blindfold and a knife, and they get one free shot on you. They're gonna be at a distance from the window to the street. It'll be fair.
A free toss.
One free toss. And what happens, happens.
It's such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. Everyone will know she, the wife, has been pretending to be a maid, which is basically death. Yeah.
That seals our fate
That's
as
the real-
poor people, and nobody will ever associate with us again.
Social death. In here, in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer. I think that might be a chapter end.
Oh, she's got a T.
She's got her team.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
Oh, my name is Joan Garadeb, and I'm a juror and such like.
That's not a job.
It sounds like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid, or what anymore.
The court has decided your testimony is required in order to clarify matters in this case. Do you understand, madam?
Yes, my lord.
You will tell the court everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, she's shaking.
Giggle.
Oh, come on, Joan. If you just admit it's an accident, this is gonna go a lot smoother for all of us.
Chin up, Joni. Nothing to worry about now.
Why are you here?
He came to support his wife.
Oh, I came to support his wife. Oh, we've got another supportive couple happening here.
I know you were here, John.
I've been here the entire time, and nobody's acknowledged me whatsoever. Wasn't only you in the room that day, old thing, was it? I think I ought to testify as well, don't you?
But what about your knee, dear?
Oh, look, she's got sparkly eyes. Oh, that's adorable.
Don't you worry about that. Hardly notice it.
He's got his medal on.
Oh, he's wearing his medal because he wants to be a cool guy.
I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face
Disciplinary
Dis-
action?
Why can't I say this?
disciplinary action alone.
Oh, John.
I presume you're Mr. John Garadeb. Yes, sir. Former second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers, sir. Seen my fair share of action and now living the quiet life, as it were.
The quiet life. Were you not engaged in an incendiary battle with your spouse on the day in question?
Yes, that's the quiet life. Compared to yours, nothing.
Surely, what an honorable man this couple will not lie. Oh, no.
Well, yes, quite. I believe this may represent a first in the proud history of the British court. Sentencing both people of a couple. At your witness stand is unprecedented. However, the court will hear your testimony now, Joe number 4, and that of your husband.
All I'm saying is Rolly also saluted a lot. Yeah, we're seeing a trend here. And wasn't there also that guy in case 1? Yes, sir, no, sir? He also saluted a lot. If so, fact so. Saluting, criminal.
You recount clearly and concisely the events in your home at the time of the incident in question. Sir, at once.
And is that... Oh, no, we're going into it. All right. Do we want to go into another cross-examination, or you think you want to call it right now? It is currently 12:10.
I think we're gonna play again tomorrow.
Yeah, we're playing again tomorrow. Don't be time.
I'm fine with stopping.
You're fine? Okay.
I think it's not gonna be that much longer to tie this case up. But
Yeah.
I don't know how long that it will.
It might be it, though. But see, that's the trap with this game, is the last time we thought this might be it was a stream that went from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. The last time we followed that method of thinking.
We're like, oh,
It's been a good 3 hours.
Totally tied up this case.
Yeah, because here's the thing. We might tie it up, but keep in mind, there were 2 weirdos that we saw that were not
They
dealt with.
haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
I live in their house.
We missed a week, and we're gonna get more tomorrow. Don't worry,
We're gonna play tomorrow.
We're gonna play. We're gonna play.
Monday.
I cry. We're gonna play more, and we're gonna play the day after. Don't worry, you'll get it. If you fall asleep right now for like
I was gonna
20
say,
hours,
Mina,
it'll be
If you
around.
want to watch more, you just gotta watch the beginning of the VOD. You missed.
Yeah, you can watch the
something.
beginning of the VOD.
You'll have
There you
like a
go.
whole hour to watch.
It's okay, Mina. Don't worry. You'll get the.
It's not
it's
gonna
only
be
because.
delayed anymore. We finished No More Heroes 3.
Exactly. We're not playing other games until at least next week when I buy WarioWare. Ooh, spoilers. But the only reason I feel like cut off now versus later is because this could be 10 minutes. It could be half an hour. It could
They
be
just
another
like,
entire
yes,
hour.
We did throw a knife out the window, or they could be like, well, other people live in our household.
Yeah.
I have my 5 pocket knives, and this isn't one of them. None of our pocket knives are blunted.
Yeah. So we're gonna
We don't know the wild goose chase this couple might come up with to save their coupledom.
Yeah, we don't know what they're gonna do to save their coupledom. So we're gonna save. We're gonna call it here. We're gonna call it here. We're gonna play more. Don't worry.
The sun and moon might pull out some tricks.
The sun and moon will rise again
There's
tomorrow.
gonna be some clouds that cover up the sun and moon.
It's okay. We're gonna have moments. I kind of want to clip the part where I called.
Don't you know, winds in London are very strong and they're going to blow across.
I can't believe I called that one. I
Global
can't
now.
believe I fucking called that one straight up. I want to find out when I said that. But yes, we will save for now. It's all good. And those of you who have been with us, thank you for being with us. I hope to see you tomorrow. I knew it too, right? Like, oh my god. Oh wait, no. I want to go to title so you can have some music. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll save again just in case. Okay, so I'm gonna be saying, I hope y'all have a good night. And in addition to that, I'm gonna say, thanks for watching. Boop. Oh wait, where's the game? Boop. There we go. Gonna be streaming tomorrow. Gonna keep going. Probably gonna kill the stream. If any of you are sticking around, whether you like it or not, this stream is probably gonna host Big Mig's subathon stream. Those of you that are not already there, check out the little bro. He's gonna be, I don't know when he's gonna stop. That subathon's been going like forever, so I don't think he's gonna be sleeping.
If he is sleeping, you'll get to watch.
If he is sleeping, you'll get to watch him sleep. And man, little bro didn't show up for Tekken. Shake my head. He was busy, I don't know,
Too busy
catching.
making it.
He was too busy.
It's a Twitch star.
Oh, he's too busy being cool as a Twitch partner and like getting a bajillion subs. Jeez. He'll go to bed in 8 hours. Okay. I might pop by. I'm probably gonna hold off on the raid. I prefer the host more than the raid because I don't like making a show of it.
Yeah.
Imagine singing karaoke or something. Is that what you guys were up to? Was he doing karaoke?
That's why you got invited to karaoke, probably.
Yeah, good night. Yeah. No, little bro's doing good though, so I'm happy for him. But I do prefer the host as opposed to the raid. I like to be subtle, so.
See y'all tomorrow.
I'll
if you wanna
see
the end of the
y'all
day.
tomorrow if you want to see the end of the case. When I joined stream, that's what he was doing. Oh, okay, cool. Good night. Have a good sleep, all y'alls. Peace out.